This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
On a beautiful 62-degree day here in Del City, America, want to welcome everyone to the Oklahoma Sports Network's broadcast of Week 2 of Central Midwest Football League action. The Oklahoma Bears, the defending 2025 CMFL champions, taking on the Wichita Skyhawks. Mike Stewart here on play-by-play. Accompanying me is Gordy Jones. Gordy, this is a beautiful day for some semi-pro football.
Beautiful day for us in football, Mike. I can't even, explain enough how excited I am to be back in the booth. We are off high school football, back into the semi-pro football season at the beautiful Dale City High School right now. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm just ready to see some football, see some hard hitting, ready to see what these Oklahoma Bears have.
And our title sponsor is Next Level Roofing. At Next Level Roofing, they have established themselves as Oklahoma's most trusted roofing professionals, delivering exceptional roof installation and repair services. They are family-owned and locally operated, bringing generations of expertise to every single project. They understand that roofing emergencies don't follow a 9-to-5 schedule, which is why they also offer 24/7 emergency services to address urgent issues before they escalate into costly disasters. Be sure to give them a call today at 405-252-9734, and we are in the countdown to kickoff, brought to you by CLM Property Services. For all your renovation and property management needs, give them a call at 806-626-7759. Both of these teams coming off a loss in Week 1 in CMFL action. So in Savannah, Missouri, the St. Joe Bucks beat Oklahoma by a score of 20-13, trailed 12-0 in the third quarter. They rallied back. Tay Moore had a 56-yard touchdown run to give OKC a 13-12 lead in the fourth quarter after a successful two-point conversion. St. Joe scored. The final drive stalled on fourth down in the red zone after the Bears had won all three against the St. Joe Bucks in the 2025 season. And then St. Joe Bucks, they had a little bit of preparation, as Coach Kevin Cox mentioned in the Point After podcast with Eric Sherem. St. Joe had an indoor preseason game against the Omaha Beef. Bears had no preseason games whatsoever. They're playing a Wichita Skyhawks team that lost 13-6 to the Kansas City Panthers in the home opener. So both of these teams hungry for a win today, Gordy.
Right. Like you said, Oklahoma Bears, both teams have one loss apiece right now. Like I said, looking to get back on the win column. Both of these teams have a lot of experience as far as from last year, having a lot of returning players on this roster. But like you said, just a harsh end to the last football game, Mike. And both these teams, like I said, looking to come out and see if they can inch out a win today.
So as we get ready for spring football here with the CMFL, with the Oklahoma Sports Network, we are broadcasting live on YouTube. We are broadcasting live on X, and we are broadcasting wherever you may be able to see us anywhere in the organized world. Also having a Facebook broadcast going. So any way you want to see the defending CMFL champions today here at Robert Kalsu Stadium, you will get the opportunity to do so. So what we're going to do is take a quick commercial timeout. This is Oklahoma Bears football live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Come on down to Black Bear Diner for Cubs Book Night. Starting at 6 p.m., a meet and greet with biscuits and make new friends. Cubs Book Night is a place to be your own Cub Bear. Interactive story time, coloring, balloons, food, and more. Story time comes alive with an animated version of your favorite story. Remember, the third Friday of every month starting at 6 p.m., located at Black Bear Diner, 3015 West Memorial Road, Oklahoma City. Visit any of our Oklahoma locations, Quail Springs, Moore, or Tulsa.
3 generations, 1 mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Back live on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Oklahoma Bears football here. Week 2 CMFL action. Gordy, it is almost time for kickoff, and we're about to have the coin toss here coming up momentarily. Want to bring you back to our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by CLM Property Services. Give them a call at 806-626-7759 as we have our captains here for the Bears getting ready to come out. And so on the field right now, we do have number 5. Looks like that is Bama Coleman, and number 7, Danny Knighton. Wichita Skyhawks coming out for their coin toss as well. See number 1 and number 20 for the Skyhawks. Number 1, Gary Jovelet Jr., and number 20, Wesley Adams. Joining the Oklahoma Bears at captain, we do have number 1, Devin White, quarterback. So coin toss is imminent here. Referee kind of going over and explaining the rules of the coin toss and how things are going to go down this afternoon. Again, picture perfect weather. It's the Goldilocks weather, 62 degrees. Slight windy breeze between 10 to 12 miles per hour.
It's going to be a perfect day, Mike.
I mean, you can't pick a better time and place for weather-wise to play football. Coin has been tossed. Waiting to see how alignment's going to be here for opening kickoff here, which is just moments away. Wichita is deferring. They won the coin toss. Bears will be receiving to start tonight's game. Skyhawks will have the ball to start the second half here. A little bit of strategery to get into the game here. Both teams coming off a loss in their opening week. So also want to give a shout out to our quarterly sponsor here this evening, Black Bear Diner, with locations both in Midwest City and Oklahoma City. Since 1995, guests have enjoyed an all-day menu of classic American home-style food in the comfort of a relaxed, family-friendly local diner, perfect for families, friends, teams, and community gatherings. Don't forget about Book Night at Black Bear Diner. One visit and you will be hooked. And we are almost underway. Couple minutes here till kickoff. Well, welcome everybody that is watching Week 2 of CMFL action. Mike Stewart with Gordy Jones here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And kickoff is going to be imminent here.
Back to kick for the Skyhawks, number 96, Gavin Armstrong.
Number 96, Gavin Armstrong kicking off for the Wichita Skyhawks. Back for the Bears, we do have number 6, Danny Knighton, and number 15. From the 35-yard line, Week 2 is almost imminent and underway here. And the football apparently not lining up the way that they were anticipating. Going to be from the 40-yard line, not the 35.
A little bit of confusion. Start the game off with.
One of those quirks of semi-pro football.
Right.
Thinking high school rules and semi-pro has their own kind of way of doing it here.
Yeah, back deep. We got some athletes, though, looking to return that. See if the Skyhawks can get off to a good start here.
Yeah, if it gets into Danny Knighton's hands, it could be dangerous. Kickoff is underway. Skyhawks and Bears Week 2 CMFL caught at the 17-yard line, bringing it all the way across the 30. And it's fumbled. Looks like the Bears may have recovered at the 38-yard line. We're going to wait for the official call here. And the referee does say that the Bears have it. Almost disaster early there, Gordy Jones.
Right. Coughed that ball up, unfortunately. Fortunately for the Bears, able to get that recovery back on that, Mike. That's just like you say, not a way you want to start off the football game right there, but good thing for the Bears to get a next shot at that on this offensive end. Let's see if they can get something going.
Officially at the 37-yard line, shaky start. Both teams coming off that first week loss. And now the Bears are going to line up in the I formation.
Bears already out for a wide. Let's see if they can go get something going on this pass.
Double twins here.
Draw play.
Man in motion. Takes the snap. They're going to go the running game and then able to break tackles here all the way down to around the 44-yard line.
Nice little short carry right there. Able to get some blocks on that front end by both tackles.
Tay Moore with the carry. He had the 56-yard touchdown run that put the Bears in the lead over the St. Joe Bucks 1 week ago.
Nice.
Brings
carry.
this down to the 43.5-yard line. Official spot of the ball. Going to be around 2nd down and 4 to go. Trips to the top of your screen here. They go back to Tay Moore. Tay Moore tries to move around, still stays on his feet, able to get this down to around the 48. That's going to be enough for a Oklahoma Bear first down and 10, and we got a little bit of pushing and shoving at around the 45-yard line. Like
it, getting a little chippy down there. These receivers and blockers taking some pride in that blocking right there, but able to get more, push them for that first down, Mike. I said just good stretch right there, able to inch his way to that first down marker.
Moore able to stay on his feet. And the Oklahoma Bears getting ready to get back out. Moore in the backfield. Quarterback takes the snap, throws it, and it bounces off the Wichita defender, and that was a dangerous pass, which could have led to an interception. Garrett Griffith got to be more careful there. It bounced off number 8 for Wichita, Shakur Davis.
Davis able to get a hand on that one. But good job by the defensive back, able to knock that ball loose, creating that disconnection between the receiver. So that's what the defense is going to need, see if they can keep the ball out of these receivers' hands by any means necessary.
Griffith has to be more careful of slinging the rock here early.
No doubt.
Trips to the bottom of the screen in a four wide receiver set. They go back to Tay Moore. He's going to rush this right up the middle, get some room into Skyhawks territory down to the 45-yard line.
Another great carry there by Moore. I said almost 8 yards on that carry, but good job by the offensive line again, able to break free on that right-hand side, just following that lead block. Moore just doing a really good job staying on his feet.
So gain of 6 officially, 3rd down and 4 from the 46-yard line. They got to get this down to the 42. Dual twins in the shotgun formation again. Garrett Griffith takes the snap. Throws it. In between two Skyhawks defenders, that's going to be good for OKC Bears first down. Pass caught by number 18 for the Bears. That is Jelani Williams, 5'10", 185 pounds.
Nice little slant there. Nice catch. Pitch and catch, of course. Good catch by Jelani Williams. Strong hands shown on that one. Able to get an offsides penalty as well, but I said great job by Williams, able to bring that ball in.
So ball is officially at the 39-yard line after all of the offensive action there. Bears moving slow, steadily, and deliberately on this opening drive of Week 2 of CMFL action, the home opener for the 2025 CMFL champions. Takes the snap, Tay Moore. He gets met in the backfield. First man to meet him is number 50 for the Skyhawks. That's going to be Jordan Good, the defensive lineman for Wichita.
Nice stop there by Good. Williams just not able to get anything going. So maybe got about a couple feet on that one, but good job by the defensive line, able to stop Williams on that carry.
Officially a loss of 1, so it looked like he got more than what was spotted there for him.
Definitely.
So second down, 11 yards to go. They have to get this to the 29-yard line officially. So Griffith under center, trips to the top of your screen. They yell pass, and it's grounded. And then you have the receiver that was in the vicinity, number 7, Danny Knight, not happy about that there wasn't a penalty being thrown on that one.
Right. Bit of a pass interference. Just a little bit of a push in the back right there.
So Knight knew what was going on,
right.
And the TI is going to make it to where those chains are being moved in favor of the Bears at the 35-yard line.
A nice aggression shown by the defensive back, but just a little bit too aggressive on that one.
So new set of downs on this one. OKC Bears get a free first off that one. From the 35-yard line, OKC looking to get this one on the board. Four receiver set, I formation. They go with the running game this time, and then they go back on the ground with number 24, Adias McDonald.
Another good carry by the running back, McDonald, on that one for the different changeup of running backs. But like I said, just another good carry. Good job by the offensive line.
So with the Bears, you can see Adias McDonald, Tay Moore. You may see Terrell Buchanan, number 27, or number 6, Monte Thomas. They have a entire gambit of running backs that the Bears can utilize to be able to get the ground game going. Coach Cox mentioned in the Point After podcast with Eric Sherem earlier this week on YouTube that they love to pound the rock and exhaust the defense. Three-step drop, Griffith grows deep, and it's wide open, catches in the end zone. Bear down, OKC. Touchdown, Oklahoma Bears.
What a catch right there by the receiver.
Danny Knight able to get up and get that one as the Bears go on the board here early in tonight's game. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the opening quarter as you're checking it out on the OSN replay.
Just a great job. I mean, just great spacing by the receiver on that one. Just good dime right there, dropped by the quarterback. Great spacing, able to kind of get that one over the top, using those hands.
So back to kick the extra point for the Bears is going to be number 22, David Goodson. Legatron, the multiple-year veteran of semi-pro football, gets this one down the turnpike, and it's good. Oklahoma Bears 7-0 over Wichita Skyhawks. We'll be back with more CMFL action in Week 2 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation.
Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
30-yard touchdown pass to Danny Knighton to open up the scoring here in week 2 of CMFL action. And your quarter sponsor is Black Bear Diner with 2 locations in Midwest City and Oklahoma City. Since 1995, one visit and you'll be hooked. Great catch by Danny Knighton. That's why he's known to do at this level, Gordy Jones.
Right.
And just able to get scoring on the board for the Bears after they were in a bit of a bind against St. Joe, didn't have the first 12 points, and were able to rally back to take the lead late in week 1.
Right. I mean, just what a good drive. I mean, for the first drive of the game, Mike, I mean, you really can't ask for a better drive from your team than that. I mean, just able to get that running game going, able to inch their way all the way almost to the red zone, but just getting that 30-yard pass there. I said just a great job by the Bears on that first drive.
Kickoff call at the 19-yard line, and Wichita is going to return this back. It's hit at around the 27-yard line. That's where the Skyhawks will take over first down at 10. So Wichita lost 13-6 to the Kansas City Panthers, and they are looking to try to come out on their opening drive to see what they can do to get on the scoreboard here this evening.
Right, a little bit of payback is necessary, but not a lot of points scored, like you say, that last ball game. But see if Wichita can get off to a good start on this first drive, see if they can get something going.
So Skyhawks lining up here. Ball will be at the 27. Lined up under center is number 6 for Wichita. That is going to be Chris McDaniel. McDaniel takes the snap. He throws it. It's caught. Receiver's able to make his way up to around the 31-yard line. That's going to be number 5, Kelvin Salisbury.
Nice little quick pass on that quick screen there. It's number 4. So just like I say, able to get maybe a few yards on that carry, but good blocking out there by the other receivers as well.
Gain of 4 on that one. Second down and 6 from the 31. They are going trips to the bottom of the screen here with a man coming into the backfield. Takes the snap. There's a penalty flag thrown. Could have drawn the defense offside. We'll see. Throws it. It's caught. Tackled there around the 44-yard line. Reception made by number 1, Gary Jovelette Jr.
That one actually counted. You'll get that penalty flag, another offsides by the defensive line, but that pass, that won't count. It's that great catch, of course. Great yardage after the catch as well by the receiver.
Wichita has it first down at the 45-yard line. Salisbury, good couple of first passes out of the backfield here.
Nice, right. Nice, quick with the ball, nice quick decisions made, especially on those flare outs. Like you see, like nice little quick release by the quarterback.
4 receiver set this time. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. They go to the running game. Ooh. He stumbles on his feet. And tackle is made by number 31 for the Oklahoma Bears. And that is a great tackle by Daniel Brown.
Right. Good job by Brown and the rest of the defensive line. They almost got to him in the backfield. I said running back able to kind of break out just for another couple of yards, maybe just one on that carry, but I said almost took a loss there.
Yeah, for him to almost take a loss and able to get his gumption up on his feet to get to the 47.
Had to change directions quickly with the approach of that defensive line. Like I said, they're doing a really good job so far, but I said quarterback using a really good job of reading these defenses and getting these quick passes off.
4 down defensive lineman as Salisbury lines up again in the shotgun formation. They go back to the running game here, and nothing doing on that one. A den of Bears, if you will.
Right.
As we are sponsored by Black Bear Diner, you see the synergy in the corporate sponsorship here this evening.
Bears down there eating good right now, Mike. I said just not giving up anything to that running back. Offensive line just really having a hard time stopping the penetration.
So 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line. They got to get in Bears territory to try to deadlock this game and tie it back up. Trips to the top of your screen here for the Skyhawks. Salisbury staying in that shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back 1 step, and gets it to his intended target, which was number 1. The pass goes incomplete as Jovelette was trying to get it, but there was just nothing doing. That's going to be 4th down and 9.
Quarterback trying to get that ball out, as quick as possible. Looks like they may have had a misread or maybe a missed call on that one. Looks like the receiver kind of flared out when the receiver's looking for the hitch for him to flare in. I said probably just a little bit more miscommunication on that one.
Danny Knighton back deep for the Bears at around the 19-yard line. As the Skyhawks are having personnel issues. And the Skyhawks got to be careful here. They may have to blow a timeout. So 4th and 9 here, a bit of a personnel issue, just trying to get players off the field for their respective assignments.
Still a lot of time ticking right now.
And a whistle's blown. We have an issue. It's going to be a penalty against Wichita. I'm not sure if that was a – so it is a delay of game. We talked about how they were having trouble with personnel coming off the field, and it cost them 5 yards.
Just an inopportune time for a penalty right there, but good thing it is 4th down, and they do have a punt going. See if they can give the punter a little bit more space here.
Yeah, but it can also buy Danny Knighton a little bit more room there in the backfield.
Exactly.
So punt is on the way. It almost got blocked. It's going to go down at around the 30-yard line, takes a bounce, and will be down at the 33. They're running, and Wichita is acting like they're going to run this in for a touchdown. The ref is running, acting like the play's still alive.
Not really sure. Just waiting for a call from the official.
Yeah, trying to see if this is going to be down or if that will indeed count for a touchdown. They have not signaled touchdown yet. So it is going to be down to 34. The ref didn't make a signal, so it's just one of those things where at this level you have to make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
No doubt, no doubt. Good punt, nevertheless, by the punter on that one. Says keeping the Bears on their side of the field, but look for the Bears to kind of continue on where they left off on the scoring end. I said it's a really good game going on the running.
Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. I want to thank everybody for watching on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Mike Stewart here with Gordy Jones. I want to thank Eric Sherem, the CEO of the Oklahoma Sports Network, making a drive up from Lawton to be able to produce this game for us this evening.
No doubt, no doubt.
4-receiver set this time. Quarterback in the shotgun here. They're going to go to the running game here.
Woo.
And they explode out of the
Nice.
backfield and get some yardage all the way down to around the 44-yard line.
Nice carry right there.
Big gain made there by number 6 for the Bears, Monte Thomas. Pick up a 9 on the play.
Way to go for Thomas. I mean, just seeing that line well, seeing that space, able to use that footwork. I'm saying just getting outside that block on that edge right there. Just a good amount of space, of course, but, I mean, just a good job, of course, by that offensive line, just giving them so much room to work with.
Now at the 43-yard line, trips to the top of the screen, a 4-receiver set. They go back to the running game here, and they're going to get more yardage as they get a Bears first down to around the 49-yard line. Shoved out of bounds by number 2 for Wichita. That tackle was made by Javonte Stewart. But it won't stop the change from moving as the Oklahoma Bears get a first down on this second offensive drive of the opening period.
Another great carry right there, Mike. I mean, just using that speed and power. I wasn't sure if that was the same play call exactly, but able to cut off that edge right off that left tackle there.
Well, Gordy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Bears have the ball at midfield right at the 50. And we're going to have a timeout called here, and we will take a timeout with them. Bears up 7-0 in CMFL action live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Back live on OSN, Bears with the ball at midfield, up 7-0 midway through this opening quarter. Mike Stewart, Gordy Jones here calling a game for you. Garrett Griffith under center, takes a snap, three-step drop, throws it, and it's caught. And he's running all the way down to around the 34-yard line. Number 7 with the reception. Danny Knight, never so reliable here for the Bears.
I'm telling you, so reliable right there. Just another great pass and another great catch by the receiver on that with Mike. These guys are making it actually kind of look easy out there, but, I mean, just a great route.
Knighton with the opening touchdown from 30 yards out, and then he's now got them down at the 34-yard line. Wichita scrambling for answers here on defense. Bears in a four-receiver set, trips to the bottom of the screen. They go back to the running game here. Nothing doing. Great tackle made by number 2 for Wichita. That's Javonte Stewart. So Stewart able to get around on the defensive effort for the Skyhawks.
But just a nice balanced attack here by the Bears, of course. Said using this running game to kind of open up these receivers' routes. And thus far, like I said, just doing a really good job, especially by the play caller himself.
So it's going to be second down, loss of 1. Second and 11 upcoming. Bears got to get this to the 25-yard line in order to advance the second drive of this opening period. Trips to the top of the screen. Garrett Griffith takes the snap. He's going to roll out. Pressure on the outside. And a catch is made at around the 25-yard line. Continues to get up and get a couple of extra yards after that. Made by number 15 for the Bears. Great effort made there for OKC as it's going to get down 3 yards away from going into the red zone here. Jaleel Ward on the carry. That's number 15 for the Bears. They changed his number. He wasn't on the original roster here, but we now know he's wearing number 15 this evening.
Hey, it was a really good comeback, to say the least, on that one by Ward. I said finding that open space, a nice soft spot in the defense, able to come back for that hitch route.
Ward lined up at the top of your screen here. Trips to the top of the screen. Garrett Griffith under center in the shotgun. Actually, that's not Garrett Griffith. They switched at quarterback here. Able to get a couple yards on the scramble. That's number 1 for the Oklahoma Bears. That is Devin White.
Try to switch it up and go with the draw play. Said trying to see if they can catch that defensive line off guard just a little bit, Mike. Just nothing doing right there on that carry. But
so the Bears are known to switch between Garrett Griffith and
right.
Devin White. You may also see number 14, Andrew Kanatsky, that could be under center for the Bears. While you will see Griffith at the majority under center, White is known to make scoring plays at the quarterback position.
Nice size on this guy right here, of course. Of course, like I said, if you got him running the draw, you know he has some speed out there in the backfield.
White under center. Adias McDonald is the running back, number 24. White looking, throws, and it just hits the turf and falls incomplete. So, incomplete pass there. It's definitely something where there was some miscommunication on the Bears offense. Coach Kevin Koch cannot be too happy about that one.
Right, just a misread right there. Not sure if that was a bad miscommunication call on that one by the receiver.
So third down and 8 to go. They had this from the 21-yard line. It's actually going to be 3rd and 7. They'll want to get it around the 14-yard line to keep the drive alive. So 3 receivers set here for the Bears. You got McDonald in the backfield. Devin White throws it, and that was just miscommunication where the receiver didn't know where the football was at. There is a flag. They may have drawn Wichita offsides. We'll see what happens here.
It's kind of surprising right there, switching the quarterback up in a situation like this after the quarterback previously was just doing so well under center.
The thing about the Bears, if you've been following them for years, that's what they're known for. They like to switch things up, but they did get the Skyhawks offsides. So 5-yard penalty, that's going to help the Bears out to try to get closer, and they are officially in the red zone here for this drive, the second of the football game here in the first quarter. So 3rd down, 2 yards to go. White and McDonald in the backfield. 3 receiver set this time. Takes the snap. White runs. He's going to get the first down. Stays on his feet. He's going to continue to run. Bear down OKC. Touchdown, Oklahoma Bears!
What a nice carry right there by White. Able to break a few tackles on his way to the end zone as well.
Devin White calls his own number and is able to double up the score for the defending CMFL champions here.
Nice little draw play call there and great blocking, of course, by the offensive line as well.
So extra point game ready to come out onto the field. And we're going to see this potentially be 14-0 coming up for the Bears.
Great start, of course, though.
Legatron David Goodson lining up for the extra point. Gets it down, kick is up, and it's perfect. 14-0 Oklahoma Bears. And we have a 2-touchdown lead as we approach the end of the opening quarter. We will be back with more CMFL action live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Come on down to Black Bear Diner for Cubs Book Night. Starting at 6 p.m., a meet and greet with biscuits and make new friends. Cubs Book Night is a place to be your own Cub Bear. Interactive story time, coloring, balloons, food, and more. Story time comes alive with an animated version of your favorite story. Remember, the third Friday of every month starting at 6 p.m., located at Black Bear Diner, 3015 West Memorial Road, Oklahoma City. Visit any of our Oklahoma locations, Quail Springs, Moore, or Tulsa.
3 generations, 1 mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Kickoff underway here. Caught at the 15-yard line. Wichita will return this, and they got a little bit of running room. They're going to bring this down to the 29-yard line. 17-yard quarterback scramble from Devin White to double up the score for the Oklahoma Bears, up 14-0 here on a beautiful 62-degree evening here in Del City, Oklahoma, as it's now down to 61 degrees. I mean, you can't ask for better football weather.
Right. If I got a helmet on, if I got any type of pads on in this type of weather, I mean, like you said, Mike, you just really can't ask for anything better.
Perfect spring weather. This is the kind of weather where if you own a home, you can tie a hammock in between 2 trees and just sleep outdoors for the rest of the night.
That sounds nice. I wish. One of these days, Mike. One of these days. But
I'm with you.
Right? But great job. Great job by the Bears, though. Starting off the game, like I said, 14-0 right now. Good job on both drives for these guys. But I said, let's see if Wichita can try to get something going and put something on that board.
As they go back to the running game. Big hit made right there. There's a fumble.
And a fumble.
They're saying the Bears may have it. Waiting for the official call from the officiating crew. Nothing signaled yet.
Looks like they may have it.
Bears say they have it, and they do. So a big hit that forces the fumble.
First play of the drive right there.
Just comes up in the gap and knocks him silly and is able to jar the ball loose. And that Bears defense is making big hits. To quote the late, great John Madden, he'll feel that one in the morning.
Right. Not exactly sure who made that hit yet, but I said they let somebody know for sure. And that's a great way to start out by the defensive line. They've done great so far. This first game, I said these first quarter, they've done such a good job on both drives, able to stop the Wichita Skyhawks. Let's see, they'll give that ball right back to the offense. They'll see if they can pick up right where they left off.
So just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter, and then this is the Bears team that we are accustomed to seeing, because whatever happened that trip in Missouri, it could have just been first game jitters, not having a pregame on their schedule like Coach Cox alluded to.
Right. Sometimes it's like that, First times the games, it's trying to get everything together, trying to see if you can start clicking on all cylinders.
Garrett Griffith back under center, throws it deep downfield.
Oh!
And it's intercepted. Is it inbounds? They're saying it is officially intercepted. So first miscue of the game for the Bears, intercepted by number 8, Shakur Davis, as Wichita desperately needed that back to get some sort of semblance of order after immediately losing that ball on the first play of the last offensive drive.
Just an unfortunate one right there for Griffith Said just nice ball. I said just nice movement on that one. Just able to get right underneath that one for the defensive back for just a great interception. Just such athleticism shown right there by number 8.
Davis able to get into the right spot, and now it's going to be on Chris McDaniel's hands to make sure that they don't give the ball away this time under center at quarterback, although it wasn't necessarily his fault,
right,
as the running back just wasn't able to hang on to the football.
That's it.
4 down defensive linemen for the Bears. Quarterback takes the snap, 3-step drop. Throws it before he's able to get hit, and that one is broken up excellently. Pass is incomplete, and it's able to be broken up by number 1 for the Bears. So great defensive play, countering a great defensive play. A.J. Burton there with the stop.
Like you said, Mike, excellently played by the defensive back on that one, able to get that ball on that high point. Of course, receiver try to see if he can use that one on that flare fade route just for the quick pass, but great job by the defensive back, able to interrupt that one.
So 2nd and 10 from the 20. Davis able to get the pick to keep Wichita in this game here in the first quarter, down 14 points already.
So reading the defense, seeing if there's anything available. You'll see.
Trips at the top of the screen. He's aiming over there. He's able to throw it and cannot. He overthrows his intended target.
Right.
Pass was intended for number 4, which was Myreek Goodwin-Legree.
Right, just so much pressure right now by the Bears defensive line. Just like I said, just causing a lot of disruption there, just making the quarterback make a quick decision, just trying to get that ball out just a little bit too fast, unable to find that receiver on that quick route.
McDaniel going to have to do something here on 3rd down and 10 from the 20. Once again, the Bears want to thank Black Bear Diner for their sponsorship. 2 locations in Midwest City and OKC. Trips to the top of your screen again for receiver set. 4 down defensive lineman. 3-step drop, throws it. Nowhere near the intended target, overthrows his receiver. That's incomplete. 3 straight incompletions on that drive. Great pressure by the Bears defense after they gave it up on the pick.
Just nothing doing on that one. Try for the quick in route on that. Just like I said, just a little bit too far on that sideline there. Just ain't able to get that ball to the receiver quick enough, Mike. So they just did both good job by the defensive line and a great job by the defensive backs as well on this drive.
So Devin Colbert and Danny Knighton back deep for the Bears as another punting situation here.
Right.
As the clock is still within the 2-minute range because no time ran off the clock. And a wild snap into the back. This could be a safety. And it will be a safety.
Oh.
2 free points off a miscue by the Skyhawks special teams unit.
Just something you just don't want to happen right there, Mike. I mean, unfortunate right there for the Skyhawks, but just fortunately for the Bears, able to get that safety, get that punter to run in the end zone. Bears able to come out on top.
So now 16-0, and when it rains, it pours.
Right.
Tremendous effort by the special teams unit, and there will be a free kick coming up here. The one sponsor we haven't mentioned yet, we're saving them for the player of the game, but we do want to shout out Williams Bail Bonds, your connection back to the streets. Give Darius a call for all your bonding needs at 580-491-8087, the sponsor of tonight's player of the game. So free kick here, and that just gives 2 free points to the Oklahoma Bears on a miscue there. Skyhawks have to be careful to not let this thing get too far out of hand here as we're approaching the end of the opening quarter.
Right, like you said, Mike, only the beginning of the second quarter almost, and already finding themselves down 16-0. But it's a great start again by the Oklahoma Bears. Wichita really trying to get their first win of the season, just not the way they wanted to start out.
Special shout-out to a former colleague of mine who is on vacation in Rome, Chris Dotson, who ran the Southern Sports Network for many years. Want to thank you for tuning in and appreciate you working with me and helping me develop in my career. So you enjoy that vacation out there. As we get ready for this free kick, 16-0, Bears have just been all over this opening quarter, and we're still at the 2-minute mark remaining here in the first period. Free kick is up in the air. Caught at around the 20-yard line, going to have a return here. That's Danny Knighton on his feet. He gets down at around the 36, and that is where the Bears will take over first down and 10 with a 16-point lead. Once again, I want to thank our title sponsor, Next Level Roofing. Give them a call today at 405-252-9734. They're officially marking this at the 36.
All right. Nice kick. That was a nice little free kick right there. After just an unfortunate play by the deep snapper and by the punter.
Well, the Skyhawks had a much more competitive game with the 13-6 contest against Kansas City last week in their home opener. Bears looking to avenge that game against the St. Joe Bucks. Garrett Griffith back under center. Got the carry down to stay on his feet. The forward progress is going to mark this at around the 38 or the 39-yard line. Gain of 4 for Tay Moore.
Again, just another strong run there by Moore. Defense still unable to get Moore down. Still stayed on his feet after that carry. Maybe got a few yards on that one.
So finally under 2 minutes, the Bears are probably just going to run this clock out to get it to quarter number 2.
It'll be second down and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go here. Ball at the 39-yard line. 4-receiver set this time. Griffith under center, Moore flanking him at the running back position. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, scrambles out. Able to throw it all the way downfield. And another interception, his second of the day. One-handed it, and he's going down the field, past midfield, stays on his feet. He may bring this all the way down, and he finally goes down at the 34-yard line. Second interception of the day. Shakur Davis with one of the plays of the CMFL season on the OSN replay.
What a snatch right there, Mike. I mean, golly, can't even tell you how hard and difficult it is to kind of make that read and that turn the way he did on that one. He was able to catch that one for one-hander.
Davis being a game breaker for the Skyhawks, he's doing everything he possibly can to keep them in this game. And because of that interception, they had their best field position of the ball game here inside the 35-yard line.
No doubt, like you said, this will be their best position, finding themselves on their side of the football field for the first time this ball game.
Wichita has to do something here, being down 16 points. Bears were coasting, and a costly interception. The second of the day for Garrett Griffith. Trips to the top of your screen. Quarterback takes the snap. 5-step drop. Throws it downfield. Are they able to get it? So waiting on. It is a touchdown. He did get it.
What a catch in traffic.
In traffic, able to Mossum, grab made by number 4, Myreek Goodwin-Legree.
Such a scramble right there while it was in the air. It was kind of hard to tell who kind of came away with that one. What a great job by the receiver.
Wichita needed to take advantage of that, and they do, going on the board for the first time this evening, as the extra point is getting ready to be made right now. And they're going to keep the offense on the field to go for 2 to try to make up for that save. Or no, they're not. They are actually going for the extra point. The quarterback is actually the snap holder. One of those things about semi-pro football. Personnel coming on here late. Number 96, Gavin Armstrong with the extra point attempt. And they fake it. The quarterback again. He was the long snapper. They throw it, and it's broken up. 2-point conversion, no good. So we are almost at the end of the opening quarter here. Bears 16, Wichita Skyhawks 6. We will be right back. Week 2 CMFL action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
3 generations, 1 mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
So Shakur Davis, with his second interception of the game, gives the Wichita Skyhawks their best field position, and a touchdown reception by Myreek Goodwin-Legree makes it to where they finally get on the board 16-6 as we are approaching the end of the first quarter. Bears still up by 10 as they grab this at the 15-yard line for their latest return. Right up the middle is a gap, able to get it past the 45-yard line. Still on his feet, and he gets into Wichita Skyhawks territory, and it is down around the 48-yard line.
Nice little kick return on that one. Able to break a few tackles and get past that line initially.
They are officially spotting this at midfield. So the Bears able to get it all the way. It's going to be on OKC's side of midfield.
Just a great, good-looking return on that one. Putting the Bears in great position at midfield.
Had a wide open lane. Looked like he might have broken it open there, Gordy.
It was close, Mike. He almost had it there. I said just a great combination of plays after the interception. Another great reception in the end zone. Said great kickoff return.
Free receivers to the bottom of your screen and trips. Garrett Griffith staying on the field. They go back to the running game here. Tay Moore able to get this to the 47 for a gain of 3. They're sticking with Garrett Griffith in spite of the 2 interceptions already in this first quarter.
Right. Said good. Of course, Griffin has a great arm, and as we've seen, had some open shots on those receivers. Just unfortunate, those 2 interceptions.
And that could be the final play of the opening quarter as we're ticking down inside 15 seconds here before we go to the second. They may just let this one ride out. And we are officially at the end of one. Your Oklahoma Bears, the 2025 CMFL defending champion, 16. The visiting Wichita Skyhawks 6. We will be right back for second quarter action. You're watching the Central Midwest Football League on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Starts with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage, big portions, big flavor, served all day.
Second and 8 to start the second quarter. Oklahoma Bears 16, Wichita Skyhawks 6. Mike Stewart, Gordy Jones bringing the action to you live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And 5-step drop by Garrett Griffith. He's rolling out here. Looking downfield, throws it downfield. And to no one in particular, that one is just thrown out of bounds, falling incomplete here.
May have been a free play there. We'll see what the call is. See what the...
And that goes against the Wichita Skyhawks, so free yardage here for the Bears right after the first play of this second quarter with a 10-point lead.
All right, Skyhawks trying to get an early start on that one, just a little bit too early. Thought we might have a false start on one of our receivers, but we can see what kind of drew that receiver off just a little bit.
Want to thank everybody for watching anywhere in the organized world here in the Oklahoma Sports Network. I do know it is night one of WrestleMania, so if you're kind of dual streaming us in WrestleMania, we definitely appreciate your patronage.
No doubt, no doubt. That's right.
OU had their spring football game. I know OSU will have their spring football game tomorrow. So beautiful time for football in the state of Oklahoma. Beautiful weather, the best weather you're going to get for football in the state of Oklahoma right now.
After one of the windiest days that we had yesterday, Mike.
Oh, man.
Today, absolutely, just I wouldn't say no wind, but just the perfect breeze.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plane.
That's the truth.
Pass complete here. And the strip made.
Oh, nice.
And it's returned. He may take this all the way to the house. Wichita with a defensive touchdown. And the strip all the way to the house made by number 10, Devin Boltman.
What do you say about that one right there? I mean, gosh.
He just took it from the receiver's hands and got all the way greedy with it down to the end zone.
Nice. I mean, all the way greedy is just the right word right there, Mike. You just snatched it right out of the running back's hands.
Turned into a track meet here on the OSN replay.
And great speed, of course, shown after he gobbled up that ball.
Wichita has flipped the momentum on its head, and where they looked like they were being left for dead at the end of one quarter, they now have the ability to make this where they could either get 12 or 13 points here, depending on what they do with the extra point.
I mean, just what a great job of awareness by that defensive lineman, able to snatch that ball, able to hold that running back up. I said just taking advantage of that opportunity, grabbing that ball, and, of course, showing great speed. And, of course, great job by the defense as well by giving them blocks all the way up until the end.
Boltman able to get that all the way down, the biggest play of the day, easily for Wichita. Defense is what's keeping the Skyhawks in this, 2 interceptions. And now Boltman able to make his presence be felt.
I'll look for the Skyhawks to go for 2 here.
Currently with 11 points, they can make it 13 here. Currently with 12 points, can make it 14. Quarterback running, and nowhere to go on that one. That's going to be incomplete. But again, Devin Boltman with the strip, fumble, and able to take it all the way back to the house. And we will be right back with more action here in the second quarter. This is CMFL Football Live, Oklahoma Bears on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
A 52-yard strip fumble return by Devin Boltman puts Wichita right back into the grip of the game as they are now down 16-12. Return being caught at the 17-yard line trying to make his move. Goes past the 30, able to get down to the 35 before being tackled. And the Bears have to recover from a punch in the mouth on special teams.
Punch in the mouth indeed, Mike, like you said. See if the Bears can kind of get back to what they were doing previously on those first couple of drives, but good job by the Wichita Skyhawks, able to inch their way back in this ball game, making the right plays at the right time. I mean, like I said, you really just can't ask for a better showing in this second quarter.
Big defensive plays. 2 interceptions by Shakur Davis in the first quarter.
Huge.
And then that 52-yard strip fumble return by Devin Boltman. Wichita looked like they were left for dead there in that first quarter, but again, the defense is keeping them alive here on the road.
Right. That's one thing I love about this game, Mike, is that anything can change at any moment. Staying in this ball game has got the Wichita Skyhawks exactly where they want to be, now putting the pressure on the Bears.
So they go back to the running game here. Tay Moore on his feet, able to get past the 40-yard line down at the 41.
Another good-looking carry again there by Moore. Just nice, strong, hard running, keeping those feet churning. able to get almost 5 yards on that carry.
So I stand corrected. That was actually Adias McDonald, number 24. But, again, able to get the running necessary to get down. And Bears have to do something here on offense to try to expand this lead, as there is less than a touchdown that's separating the two teams here this evening. Trips to the top of your screen. They go back to Adias McDonald. He's able to get down past the 45-yard line down to the 46. And that's going to be enough for a Bears first down, moving those chains.
Right. Another good hard carry by McDonald again. Straight up the middle there with that run. Nice decisive one.
Trips to the top of the screen here for receiver set. Garrett Griffith in the backfield, that quarterback. So McDonald gets maybe a yard on that one. 4 or 5 Skyhawks in the vicinity there to make the tackle, make this second and long upcoming. Officially a yard.
All right, just like I said, just a good, strong stance there by the defensive line.
It'll be second down.
So second down upcoming and 9 yards to go from the 42. The 47. Almost in Skyhawks territory here. Awaiting the offensive play call is Garrett Griffith. They go back to the run game. New man running back here, able to get it down into Skyhawks territory. That is number 6 on the carry for the Oklahoma Bears. Ran by Monte Thomas.
I like that one run right there by Thomas as well. Said another good stance by the offensive line for the Bears, but I said just staying straight up on his feet there for Thomas, able to get almost about 5 yards on that carry himself.
Third down and 4 yards to go. This is going to be from the Skyhawks 48-yard line. High snap, it's fumbled, and the quarterback falls on it. Almost disaster yet again for the Bears.
Ooh, great job. Almost like a disaster, of course, like you just said, for Griffith. Said just a high snap by that snapper. It's almost a little bit too high for Griffith, able to get up just to get another palm on that hand.
Loses 5 yards as a result of the bad snap, just way over the quarterback's head. Great situational awareness to hop on the ball to prevent the Skyhawks from getting it this time around, allowing for a punt on 4th down.
Well, I mean, if you're a Skyhawks defense, you really just can't ask for a better stop than that. Bears were looking to pass on that one, but fortunately for the Skyhawks.
David Goodson, the veteran leg of semi-pro, well over a decade at this line of work, but one of the best to do it in special teams. Going to punt this one away to Wichita. There is a flag before the ball can be snapped. We're going to see what the ref calls here. Delay of game against the Oklahoma Bears. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, giving Legatron maybe a little bit more room to work with as he punts this one away. So Wichita, with all the momentum at the moment, with 2 consecutive touchdowns here, just trying to play catch-up and not able to do it on the 2 two-point conversion attempts, which didn't go their way. And it's a 4-point separation. Punt is gone and away here. Going to catch this one. It's going to bounce. An Oklahoma Bears defender gets hit. It rolls around. And they're going to down it out around the 1 or 2 yard line here. So, as great of a punt as you can get on special teams for the Bears, and it's going back Wichita all the way up in the shadow of their own end zone. Once again, I want to thank our title sponsor, Next Level Roofing. You can call them at 405-252-9734. And Black Bear Diner, 2 locations in Midwest City and Oklahoma City. So, momentum flipped on its head. Big defensive plays here for the Skyhawks. 2 interceptions in that first quarter being made for the Skyhawks. And those were made by number 8, Shakur Davis. Devin Boltman with the 52-yard strip fumble to take it back for a touchdown by Wichita. And the score here is 16-12 in the early stages of the second quarter with around 11-plus minutes remaining.
And they got a long way to go to drive down this field, but they can sure do it. Skyhawks finding themselves now in position to see if they can try to take over this lead.
From the 11-yard line. Man in motion here. And we have a whistle. A delay of game, and that is a costly penalty. They cannot afford to have that inside the 10 now.
I don't see that a lot, Mike. 2 delayed games in a row for both teams. So just a quick play clock right there. So the team's got to do a really good job of seeing they can keep an eye on that one.
Wichita has to do a better job of maintaining their focus with all the momentum on their side all of a sudden. Chris McDaniel in the backfield, quarterback for the Skyhawks. Trips at the bottom of your screen. He rolls out here, and he's hitting the backfield inside the 5-yard line.
Great job by the defensive line. Approaching from the back.
Not giving up on the pressure to force Wichita to stay in the shadow of their own end zone. Hoping to build upon this pressure here to maybe force a turnover or get great field position from the punt as the ball is at the 3-yard line.
Just a great job by the linebacker, able to work his way down that line. Said just straight down the line, obviously.
So 2nd down and long. They have to get this to the 21-yard line to get a first down. Skyhawks trying to come up with a play here in the offensive huddle in the end zone. Still awaiting the play call. It's taken a moment here for McDaniel to get back under center for the Skyhawks.
Looks like they'll be respotting this ball here, Mike. I'm not really exactly sure what happened on this last play call, but
one of the quirks of semi-pro.
That would be fortunate, though, for the Skyhawks, especially after that costly penalty. We'll see what the call is here shortly.
So the penalty is against the Bears. They're going to walk this off here and officially spot at the 11-yard line, so a 5-yard penalty against the Bears.
That'll work out great for the Skyhawks offense, able to move themselves a little bit out of that fear zone right there.
It gives them a fresh first down on the board.
No doubt.
So 1st and 10 from the 11, giving them a little bit of breathing room that they did not have a moment ago. Man in motion here. McDaniel takes the snap. He's going to give it to his running back, and he's able to get all the way down to the 14-yard line. Gain of 3 yards there. Looks to be number 29 for Wichita. That is going to be, well, kind of hard to get his number because we don't have 29 listed on the roster, but Daniel Brown with the tackle for the Bears, preventing that from being a bigger play than what it could have been. Trips to the bottom of your screen here. 2nd down and 7 to go. McDaniel under pressure, able to roll out of the pocket here, stays on his feet, throws it, and it just falls incomplete. So 3rd down upcoming. And McDaniel looked like he could have ran to maybe get a couple of yards off that one, but wanted to try to throw it to his receiver and just wasn't a good communication there.
Right. I thought he was going to try to keep it myself. Found a little bit of a soft spot right there and just decided to go ahead and let that one go. Except for, like you said, maybe could have got more, about maybe 5 or 6 yards if he would have go ahead and kept that one.
So 3rd down, 8 yards to go. They got to get to the 20-yard line to be able to keep this drive alive. Wichita down by 4. Excellent defensive plays have kept them into this football game after the Bears sparked out to a 16-0 lead.
Right. So look for the Bears to try to see if they can get this ball back for their offense. So then this is an important possession right here by the for the Skyhawks.
4 receivers set this time. Trips to the bottom of your screen. McDaniel under center in the shotgun. Fakes it to the running back. Goes to his receiver. And will stay on his feet. Continue to runs out. And he's going to get the first down past the 20. Great effort made by Wichita. And then that reception was made by number 4 for the Skyhawks, by Reek Goodwin-Legree, who had the first touchdown for Wichita earlier in the game.
Just enough for the first down right there. Able to reach that marker. Great pitch and catch just for that quick screen there. Said just enough, Mike.
Gets him down to the 21-yard line now. Still not the best field position, but at least you don't have the end zone behind your back all of a sudden.
Exactly. Just giving themselves just enough breathing room, seeing they can keep this drive alive.
So back to 4 receivers set in the shotgun. They try to get it off, and running back is upset because it's going to be a delay of game penalty, and it's going to cost Wichita 5 yards.
That's just going to be costly. Like I said, you really just, got to be aware and just got to have more focus. Like you said before, Mike, this is the second time, unfortunately, for the Skyhawks. This drive, delay a game. You just really want to see if you can get these calls in just a little bit quicker.
You're rallying. You were down 16,
Right.
and you rip off 2 consecutive touchdowns,
Right.
and then things like that can stall your momentum.
Difficult enough to make a first down at this point.
Trying to get an upset against the 2025 CMFL champions here on their home opener. Man in motion here. McDaniel takes the snap. They go back to the running game, goes all the way up, and it gets around to the 18-yard line.
Another good stop by the Bears defense. Once again, stopping their running back just short, maybe a yard or 2 on that carry.
Devontae Jefferson on the carry. It's going to be at the 19, second down and 12 upcoming.
Could actually be for a loss there.
Well, it was a gain, but they had the penalty that brought them back.
Right.
But overall, a net loss from where they started to drive at. Trips at the bottom of your screen. McDaniel under center. Takes the snap. Oh, and he knocks it out. No whistle was blown. Do the Bears have the football? So it's an incomplete pass, not ruled as a fumble. Skyhawks keep possession.
I see, but just a great job by the defense on that one, breaking that pass up. Sent about 3 or 4 Bears in the backfield.
So 3rd and 12, and that play kind of reminds me of the tuck rule back when Tom Brady was playing in the NFL. Ultimately, the referees had the final call on that, but that's one of those ones where if you're a Bears fan, we do have a timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. CMFL action. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
Midway through the second quarter, Wichita Skyhawks down 16-12 to the Oklahoma Bears. Mike Stewart, Gordy Jones, live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Want to thank you for watching anywhere you may be watching, anywhere in the organized world. Skyhawks rolling out here. McDaniel on his feet, gets past the 20-yard line, stumbles around the 27, and does not get the first down. But great effort by the quarterback under center.
You're right. Just great effort. Just way to break free there by McDaniel. Not able to get that one, but just another great carry, of course. Able to find a little bit of space. He'll find himself just shy of the first down marker.
So apparently I've been notified, for those of you that are watching night 1 of WrestleMania, there's new women's Intercontinental Champion. Becky Lynch defeated AJ Lee. I know we may have a few football fans there watching WrestleMania and also watching tonight's football game, so we thank you for your patronage. 4th down here. They're going to try to draw them off. The Bears have to be extremely careful. Big risk, potentially big reward here. Bears looking to remain disciplined. And nothing going on that one. There is a penalty flag. Looks like it'd be a delay against the Skyhawks. Want to thank our quarter sponsor, Black Bear Diner, since 1995, a family-friendly local diner with 2 locations in OKC and Midwest City. One visit and you will be hooked. Awesome. Also want to thank Next Level Roofing here. Next Level Roofing, 405-252-9734. So Danny Knighton for the Oklahoma Bears. We know how explosive he is once he gets out into the open. Under pressure here. Gets the ball away. It's going to take a bounce, caught by Danny Knighton. He stays on his feet. They throw it, and we may have a jailbreak loose past the 40-yard line. Down past the 20, all the way.
Whoa!
Touchdown! Bear down, Oklahoma Bears!
Just a smart call right there. You can't really ask for a better play on the return. Just a punt return, just kind of catching that return team off guard, to say the least. What a great carry after the pitch.
So trying to determine if that was Devin Colbert or Monte Thomas, whoever's on special teams. They're both listed as number 6, but Knighton throws the ball, and it's a special teams touchdown for the Oklahoma Bears.
It's a great call, and this is a great time for a trick play.
And it might be coming back, and it is.
Yeah, we're sitting there talking about this. I was kind of unsure myself right there, Mike. Said there was no official call on that touchdown.
So a holding penalty brings this back. Excellent field position for the Bears with a 4-point lead. But what a great play by Danny Knighton to throw it to his fellow player in the backfield to get this down, and it looks like they're going to do another punt, so the play will be completely nullified.
Well, it looked good. It was fun to watch, and just a great awareness, of course.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. So we'll be back with a 4th down punt from the Skyhawks. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Come on down to Black Bear Diner for Cubs Book Night. Starting at 6 p.m., a meet and greet with biscuits and make new friends. Cubs Book Night is a place to be your own Cub Bear. Interactive story time, coloring, balloons, food, and more. Story time comes alive with an animated version of your favorite story. Remember, the 3rd Friday of every month starting at 6 p.m., located at Black Bear Diner, 3015 West Memorial Road, Oklahoma City. Visit any of our Oklahoma locations, Quail Springs, Moore, or Tulsa.
Punt is underway. It's a mulligan after the penalty, and then we do have a catch here past 50-yard line, brought down at the 47-yard line. Bears will take over 1st down and 10. Looked like we may have had a jailbreak touchdown there.
Almost.
They got brought back as a result of a holding penalty.
Right, almost there. Good job by the returner, able to hold on to that ball after the initial approach.
So Bears up by 4 still. Just over 5 minutes remaining here in this second quarter before we go to halftime.
Good job by the Bears defense, able to hold on. I said just it was almost a perfect time for the Skyhawks to try to take over that lead, but just a good stance by the Bears defense. Able to hold on to this 2-point lead right now. It's a great ball game so far.
Very competitive ball game. Major defensive plays made by the Skyhawks to keep them in this game after the Bears jumped out to a 16-0 lead. So back to the running game. Tay Moore back in the backfield. So a couple yards on the play by Tay Moore.
Right, nice little couple yards. Quarterback Devin White back in the ball game.
So tackle made by Javonte Stewart. It's at the 46-yard line, and this is going to be 2nd down and 8 to go.
Plenty of time left on the clock for the Bears. We'll see if they can try to hold on to this possession, come away with some points here.
Cox mentioned that his style is to run the clock down and wear out the defense, so now's a perfect opportunity to do so. And we have a big quarterback run here all the way down past the 30-yard line. They're saying it might have been a fumble. Devin White points for a first down, and it definitely will be for the defending champs.
Great carry by Devin White. Able to catch the defense off guard on that quarterback draw play. Just inching and using just a tough amount of speed, of course, right there on that run.
4 receivers set this time. White still in the backfield with Tay Moore. They go to Moore, and looks like the play may have been whistled dead before it could get going. Going to be a loss of at least 1. DeMario Hawkins with the tackle for Wichita, and this is going to bring the ball down to where it's going to be at the 29-yard line. That's officially a loss of 3, so it's at the 32.
Just a great job there by Hawkins, able to use that swim move on that defensive line, making his way into the backfield for that loss. Just a great job, able to stop a really good, tough running back in McDonald.
Bears have to get this to the 19-yard line in order to keep the possession alive, get into the red zone to officially threaten against Wichita. Timeout call by Devin White. Will take one with him. So Oklahoma Bears 16, Wichita Skyhawks 12. We'll be right back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
So back live on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Oklahoma Bears coming out of that timeout call by Devin White under center. Man in motion. White throws it downfield. Are they going to be able to get open? And he overthrows his intended target. Pass falls incomplete.
Nice little pass there. Just a little bit carry right there. Just too much air under the ball right there for White.
As we see it on the OSN replay, able to get it down, just overthrows his receiver by a little bit and just not able to get the continuity to be able to complete that play.
Timing just a little bit off there, but good play call by the offensive coordinator, of course.
3rd down and 13 to go from the 31-yard line. Again, they have to get this to the 19-yard line and in the red zone to continue this drive. 4 receivers set this time. White under center, Tay Moore flanking him at running back. Under pressure here, Wichita. Cannot catch up with Devin White. He's got the first down and more inside the 15-yard line. Devin White putting on the Jets under center for the Bears.
Like you say, putting on the Jets. Indeed, able to hug that sideline just enough. Said almost broke that one free, Mike, but fortunately for the defense, able to get him out of bounds on that carry.
Right at the 15-yard line is where the new set of downs is going to take place at. We are at the 3-minute mark remaining before we go to halftime. Bears have a prime opportunity to extend this lead to 2 possessions again.
That was just a great read right there by White, able to let the defense kind of flare out and finding that space just enough, able to break free for that long run.
White under center. They go to Tay Moore. Tay Moore gets down, and he's going to move the pile, still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. Tay Moore brings him to the 3 as a big play for 1st and goal for the Bears.
Tay Moore just refusing to go down, and great job by the help of his offensive line as well, but just a good, tough run. Another tough, this Tay Moore is just a hard running back to bring down in general.
Hard running back to bring down. We're going to have a timeout here, and we'll take another one with them. So Bears threatening on the goal line. We will be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Three generations, one mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, third generation roofer you can trust.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Live back on OSN, first and goal for the Bears after the hard run by Tay Moore to get first and goal from the 3-yard line. Devin White under center at quarterback still. They go back to Moore. White keeps the football. Is he able to break the plane? It is a score by Devin White. Bear down, OKC. Touchdown, Oklahoma Bears.
Just enough length right there by White. Able to just use just enough space right there to get in that end zone. Great job by the offensive line. The entire drive, able to protect White.
So now 22 points for the Bears here as we look to see what they do for this extra point attempt.
What a great drive by the Bears on that one. Of course, big shots to the quarterback, White, able to get the Bears right down to the end zone in just a short amount of time.
Legatron David Goodson able to work on chipping in his third extra point a day if this goes. It's down, it's up, the kick is through, and it's perfect. 23-12. Oklahoma Bears back up by more than 10 points here. We will take a quick timeout and bring you more CMFL action to wrap up this first half live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Back live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma Bears, after running out to a 16-0 lead, extend this lead back to 11 on a 3-yard quarterback keeper from number 1, Devin White. Title sponsor, Next Level Roofing. Give them a call today, 405-252-9734.
Plenty of time left on this clock for the Skyhawks, though, Mike. If they want to see if they can try to ease their way into the end zone to try to close this just a little bit, if they can. But, like I said, still finding themselves down by a touchdown and a couple of points.
Wichita able to get this down to 4 after tremendous defensive plays here. They will have to run their 2-minute offense here with just that amount of time remaining before we take halftime intermission. Kick is underway. A great kick, which forces it to the back of the end zone. They're going to bring it out here past the 15-yard line. Stays on his feet and gets tackled where he goes down at the 25-yard line. Almost exploded like a cannon out of the gate there.
Just a little bit to go. Almost made it. But like I said, just enough for that defender. Just stretched that arm just enough to get the feet of that returner. Stopped him just a little bit short. Almost broke that plane.
So 1st and 10 for Wichita here. They're going to have the ball officially at the 26-yard line. Again, you cannot ask for better weather for football here tonight. 61 degrees. The sun is out. This is true spring weather for great spring football.
Right. These are some lucky players down on the field. They just can't ask for a better day.
So from the 26, McDaniel back under center. We'll see what the Skyhawks do to try to bring this close once again after they were down 16 at the end of the first. Free step drop, throws it, and it's a high floater. Broken up great play, but it's a little too great as that's going to be pass interference.
Just a little bit too aggressive there by the defensive back, but was great coverage just until just the very end on that one.
Johnny Randall there breaking up the pass, but the ref did not like what he saw. It's going to be a spot foul and an automatic first down for Wichita.
Right, like you say, just unfortunate on that one for the defense after, just like I said, probably about 80% of the time was great coverage, just right up there until the end. Maybe just a small little hold there.
Gets into the Bears' territory at the 44-yard line. The Skyhawks get a big chunk of yardage after that penalty.
No doubt.
Trips to the bottom of the screen here for Wichita. Takes the snap, 5-step drop, throws it downfield, and just out of bounds. So nothing going on that one after they were able to get the PI to be able to get the first down and go into Bears territory.
And that's the 2-minute warning.
So we are at the 2-minute warning, and we will take a timeout with the teams. We'll be back on the other side of this break. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Back live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma Bears 23, Wichita Skyhawks 12. 2 minutes on the nose remaining coming out of the 2-minute warning. And, Gordy, what do the Bears have to do to be able to try to hem up the Skyhawks to prevent them from getting the score here in the final minutes?
Really, like I said, if they can just kind of keep what they've had going on that defensive line, Mike, they should be okay. But what they really can't do is get themselves into trouble like they just did that last play. They can't do anything with the defensive backs, can't take an inopportune or just a play on the pass interference side. Just really got to be disciplined as much as possible.
McDaniel on the rollout and a great catch there that is down to the 25-yard line, and the Skyhawks continue to threaten here.
Really, just a great pitch and catch right there. Great job by that receiver.
And it's coming back as a result of a holding penalty. So a big break for the Bears defense there. Myreek Goodwin-Legree, who had the first touchdown for the Skyhawks. And that effort is going to be called back as a result of an untimely penalty.
Ooh, just unfortunate right there. Like I said, after such a great great play call right there by the quarterback. That one's going to come all the way back, but fortunately for the Bears, that'll help them out just this much more, keeping the Skyhawks out of the end zone.
So the defending champs having a little bit slower start to their season than what Bears fans are accustomed to, but able to fight through perseverance through the excellent defensive efforts of Wichita's defense to bring this close, and the score by Devin White putting the Bears back in possession of a double-digit lead. Trips to the top of your screen, McDaniel under center. Takes the ball. Pressure. Bears bringing a jailbreak blitz, and then they're able to get it down to around the 44-yard line, just shy of the original first down marker.
Good quick read there. Able to flare out to that right side.
Able to get most of that penalty yardage back.
That's it. Just great catch as well by the receiver.
Tapping 2 toes down before getting out of bounds here, and then it's going to help be 11 yards to go. Ball is now at the 44-yard line for Wichita.
Able to get most of those penalty yards back, finding themselves right back in position to see if they can get another first down before this half is over.
McDaniel back under center and shotgun. Takes a 7-step drop, and he gets tripped up, stays on his feet, throws the football, and nowhere in particular. Great effort by the defensive backs for the Bears.
Good job by the defensive tackle, putting that pressure on the quarterback, especially by those ends, forcing that incompletion there.
So Bears trying to wrap up this offensive drive for Wichita. Just over a minute remaining, and Skyhawks trying to execute successfully their 2-minute offense. 4th down upcoming here. Going to be interesting to see what Wichita does. Are they going to roll the dice, or are they going to try to play the field position game here?
Skyhawks had a little bit of momentum starting off on this drive, but said good job by the Bears, able to get that penalty. Said just using, like I said, it's a lot of smart knowledge.
They're going for it. McDaniel under center with a 4-receiver set. Dual twins here. Takes the snap. Rolling out. Looks to throw it downfield. Looking to get open. It's broken up. Looks like he may have tugged on the jersey. They're not going to throw the flag as the Bears take over on downs. So a much-needed defensive stop there in order to try to stall any momentum from the Skyhawks. Bears keep their double-digit lead as we have just over a minute remaining, and we'll see if Kevin Cox wants to gamble. Coach Cox known for trying to run plays even though there may be little time on the clock.
Right. A lot of time left on the clock, but just a great job by the defensive backs on that last stop. Skyhawks trying to get something going on that deep ball, but fortunate for the Bears, able to stop that one and get this ball back. But like you said, Mike, plenty of time on the clock. We'll see if Coach Cox want to sit here and run this clock down a little bit and see if he can make some more points on this end zone.
So from the 44-yard line, decent field position for the Bears. And Garrett Griffith is back under center after a 5-step drop, fires it over the middle, and it's dropped. A big opportunity there to break the game open. Danny Knight known to break that for a touchdown, but he drops the ball.
Woo! I mean, that was probably one of the better passes by Griffith this afternoon. Unfortunate for that receiver, just unable to bring that one in. But like I said, we weren't really sure if Coach Cox was going to go ahead and keep this ball on the ground and go to the air for the score. But just a great play call. Just unfortunately couldn't get that one in.
Knight known for being a game breaker for the Bears, able to make explosive big plays, and if he'd have held on to that, that was a big threat to further extend this 11-point lead for the Bears.
Right, maybe probably just ready to get going before he able to get some hands on that ball.
Griffith back under center. If he can throw laser beams like that, then the Skyhawks defense might finally be in trouble. Takes the snap. 5-step drop. Stays in the pocket. Throws it. Catch is made, gets back on his feet. It's going to be near midfield. So catch is made by number 24, Adias McDonald. So ball's at the 48-yard line. A decent gain on that one of about 4 or 5 yards.
Right. Bears will have to take a timeout now if they want to try to see if they can get some points on the board before this drive.
Bears take their third and final timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Oklahoma Bears 23, Wichita Skyhawks 12. Mike Stewart with Gordy Jones. Eric Sharon producing the game today here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Central Midwest Football League action. Less than 2 minutes remaining before we go to halftime. Garrett Griffith rolling out here, looking to find a target, able to get one, and he gets hit right at around the 46-yard line.
Quick little pitch and catch right there again. Able to get that ball out, get to the sidelines, try to see if they can stop this clock. Said Bears still really trying to see if they can inch their way a little bit closer to the end zone, see if they can get some points.
Tyrone Johnson Jr. there with the grab for the Bears, able to get this in Skyhawks territory. As we may need to see, it's going to be 4th and less than a yard. They may try to run a measurement. The officials are having a meeting about this, and they are determining that it is a first down, so it's going to be moving the chains. Fresh set of downs for the 2025 CMFL champions.
God, it looked like they had plenty, but you got to be sure on a play like this.
4-receiver set this time.
So, almost 1 minute left. Look for the Bears to protect this ball.
That was a weird snap.
Right.
Adias McDonald going to maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose a yard.
Got lucky on that one, Mike. Almost lost that one as a fumble. May have been a bad snap. Said luckily for McDonald, able to pick that one up for the Bears.
Miscommunication there between the offensive line and the quarterback trying to do something there. 28 seconds and a wild snap again. A golden opportunity just going to be ruined here by missed opportunities with the center quarterback exchange.
Sometimes that happens. Just another bad snap. Unfortunately, couldn't get that one up. Griffin tried to get as high as he could to try to wrap that one up, but just too high. Just a little bit more, too much bounce once that hit the turf.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. The Oklahoma Bears lead the Wichita Skyhawks by a score of 23-12. We will have halftime here and be back with the third quarter in a matter of a few minutes. You are watching the Oklahoma Bears on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Come on down to Black Bear Diner for Cubs Book Night. Starting at 6 p.m., a meet and greet with biscuits and make new friends. Cubs Book Night is a place to be your own Cub Bear. Interactive story time, coloring, balloons, food, and more. Story time comes alive with an animated version of your favorite story. Remember, the 3rd Friday of every month starting at 6 p.m. Located at Black Bear Diner, 3015 West Memorial Road, Oklahoma City. Visit any of our Oklahoma locations, Quail Springs, Moore, or Tulsa.
3 generations, 1 mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust. At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Coming out of the end of intermission here, week 2, Oklahoma Bears, Wichita Skyhawks. Bears lead by a score of 23-12. Mike Stewart here with Gordy Jones on color and camera. Want to thank OSN CEO Eric Sherm for making the drive from Lawton to produce today's game here at Robert Cowser Stadium, home of the Class 5A Del City Eagles here in Oklahoma high school football. So, great first half, and really what kept Wichita in this game is tremendous defensive plays from both Shakur Davis and Devin Boltman. Shakur Davis with 2 interceptions, one that led to the first touchdown of the game, and then we also had Devin Boltman with a defensive score, a strip fumble that he took all the way back to the house from 52 yards out. But the Oklahoma Bears have continued to fight. We did see Danny Knighton with the first touchdown to open up scoring. And then also Devin White with a quarterback keeper from 3 yards out after some hard running by the running back Tay Moore. So, Gordy, what do you make of the first half, and what do we expect here as the sun begins to set here in central Oklahoma?
Well, it was just, a great action-packed first half, to say the least, right there, Mike. Really love to see how these teams can kind of go back and forth, but what you really love to see is the decisive play by both offenses. You've seen, like I said, a really good running game to start off that first quarter by the Bears. I said kind of able to inch their way to the end zone. I said using some really good passes and some good reads by the quarterback, Garrett Griffin. But, of course, in that second half, it kind of turned the second quarter actually kind of turned the tables for the Skyhawks, able to, like I said, get 2 key interceptions, like you said, by Shakur. And, of course, like I said, the strip return again by
Boltman.
Boltman. I was going to say Devin Boltman, but Devin Boltman, I said, just another great strip return. But like you say, just great to tell of 2 first quarters. Like I said, just a great showing by the Skyhawks in that second quarter, but a great first start, of course, by the Bears. But like I said, just great moves and great plays called by the offense, on both ends. But, of course, Bears able to kind of keep this lead. And we'll see if this second half, if they're able to kind of maintain what they had kind of going, able to create some really key stops, on that second quarter, especially at the end of that second quarter, being able to keep the Skyhawks out of the end zone.
Both teams coming off a Week 1 opening loss in CMFL League play, trying to right the ship as the Skyhawks have made the drive down I-35 to play here in Del City, America. They are going to get the ball to start the second half as Oklahoma Bears will hold on to an 11-point lead at the moment. It was critical for them to make that stop at the end of the first half to hang on to this double-digit lead. Also want to thank Next Level Roofing. Again, established roofing professionals, Oklahoma's most trusted in delivering exceptional roof installation and repair services. Be sure to give them a call today, 405-252-9734. Third quarter action here, Week 2 Central Midwest Football League action. Want to thank everybody who is watching across the CMFL, across the world, and Also know that we've been having a lot of spring sports go on with OU spring game and OSU spring game set to take place tomorrow in Stillwater under new coach Eric Moore. Should be an interesting era. New quarter Drew Mestemaker up there for the Cowboys. Second half kickoff almost underway here. Back for Wichita, we do have number 8 and number 7, Shakur Davis and C.J. Johnson. Second half underway here as the ball is caught at the 5, able to return it out. Going to get out of the red zone here. He's going to get a little bit more. Gets it down to around the 29-yard line, and he's going to end up being tackled at around the 31, which is where the Skyhawks will begin their first drive of the third quarter.
Nice little decent return right there, Mike. So just get started, able to get a little bit beyond the 30-yard line. So we'll see if the Skyhawks can kind of get something going. Said after that first, showing in that end of the half, just a good stop by the Bears, but we'll see if the Skyhawks can kind of see if they can get some more penetration.
Skyhawks able to get consecutive touchdowns, able to get this thing rolling, and at one point, the only thing separating them from the Bears was the 2 extra points made by Legatron David Goodson and that safety on special teams. So 3 receivers set here. Takes the snap, they go with the running game. He's going to get brought down in the backfield, and it will be a loss of a few yards.
Just nothing doing there. Another good job by the defensive line of the Bears. So able to create a few-yard loss on that one.
So able to bring that down to the 28-yard line. In there for the Bears was number 52 on the tackle, Justin Woody, 6'2", 238 pounds.
Just a great tackle right there by Woody. So using all that size there to stuff up that hole.
So second down upcoming. They haven't changed it on the yardstick yet. Still first down on the yardstick. So drops back, and he's going to get sacked. Big play made there on the sack. And doing the big man dance there.
Nice little celebration on that sack right there. But, I mean, just great penetration. Not really sure if that was a quarterback draw, if the quarterback just didn't have the read that he wanted. But just great job by the defensive line, able to get there in the backfield, stopping it for a loss.
Edge rusher Justin Johnson, 6'1", 223 pounds there, making it third down and long here from the 25-yard line.
Just a quick move there by Johnson. Just a heck of a move off that end.
So now you're looking at third down and 17. They have to get this to the 42-yard line in order to keep the drive alive here. 3 receivers set. Going to take a 3-step drop and under pressure, rolls back out. He's going to get sacked again here. Tried to go for the strip sack there, wasn't successful, but again, another play made successfully, which is going to force fourth down and long here. So I think I got the player wrong on the sack as he was in there 2 plays in a row. It was actually Devin Colbert, 6'2", 234, that had the last sack. Again, the way that the jersey was kind of tucked up underneath the pads kind of made it a little bit difficult to look at there. But Colbert, in there, he had a sack and a half on the last 2 plays.
Yeah, but no doubt. Credit to that defensive line, though, Mike. I mean, just using every single bit of that space that they had, stopping the Skyhawks dead in their tracks right there, just not able to get anything going.
So Danny Knighton in the backfield for the Bears along with number 18, Jelani Williams, as this kick goes underway, and it's not a good one. It takes a Wichita bounce, but still going to be favorable field position at the 43, 44-yard line, where the Bears will start their first offensive drive of the second half.
Just an unfortunate punt right there. Caught a little bit too much air, too much foot underneath that one. Just went a little bit too high, but putting the Bears in great position.
So up 11, the Oklahoma Bears will go back to work here, and we do want to thank everybody as sunset is imminent here within the next 15 minutes here in central Oklahoma. Weather's dipped down a little bit. It's now 58 degrees, but just absolutely gorgeous here for it being April 18th in the year of our Lord 2026.
Well, if this is a detrimental part of the game for the Skyhawks, Mike, I mean, if they can get a stop, this will be great, but this will be a great opportunity for the Bears if they can get on the board to stretch this lead out just a little bit, making it pretty difficult for the Skyhawks to inch their way back into this ball game.
So from the 43-yard line, Bears are going to get back on the offensive side of the pigskin here. They roll with Devin White, who's going to run up the middle and be able to get this past the 40.
Quick draw for right there, able to get about 5 yards on that carry. Nice little keeper.
So officially a gain of 4. They're going to spot this at the 40. 2nd down and 6, where they have to get to the 34-yard line to get a new set of downs. More WrestleMania results for those of you that may be interested. Gunther tapped out Seth Rollins in a non-title match in Night 1 of WrestleMania. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder will begin their 2026 NBA title defense tomorrow as they play the Phoenix Suns. 2:30 tip-off at Paycom Center. Devin White gives it to his running back. It almost went over his head. And this is hard running, and he finally gets brought down at the 34-yard line. Looks like he's going to be at or near the first down marker.
What a tough carry. I said I'd pick up a 5 on that one, but just a nice staying on his feet. Just a nice, tough little run right there. Refusing to go down.
3rd down and 1 here, and great hard running there. White keeps the ball. 1st down all the way up, and he's going to run past the defenders. Still in. Touchdown.
Nice.
Bear down, Oklahoma Bears.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Devin White under center, 2nd touchdown of the game, and he's able to get this one from 35 yards out on the OSN replay.
What a tough, it was just almost the same draw play. Nice read there by the quarterback, White. Breaking up the middle, of course, working his way to the outside edge and breaking another tackle all the way down to the end zone. Just what a tough showing. Great athleticism as well by that quarterback.
So Legatron David Goodson coming out onto the field to make this 30 points with just over 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 1 drive, 1 quarterback scramble from 35 yards out, and the Bears looking to break this game open.
That's exactly what you want if you're the Bears, but unfortunate for the Skyhawks, that's exactly what you don't want. Stretching that lead out just a little bit too much.
Largest lead of the game, as it's now 30-12, Bears up by 18 points, and we will take a break. Getting on the other side of this break, you're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
3 generations, 1 mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Next Level Roofing, the title sponsor here for Oklahoma Bears football. Call them at 405-252-9734. 2nd touchdown rush of the game from under center for Devin White, a 35-yard quarterback keeper to extend this lead to 18 points at 30-12. Kickoff underway here. Catches it at the 10-yard line. They're going to look to bring this out and try to see if they can go back to trimming the lead like they did in the 2nd quarter, and stays in the red zone, tackled at the 19. Shakur Davis, he of the 2 interceptions in that 2nd quarter to bring this game close.
Right. And they're going to need the help of Shakur Davis and the rest of the Skyhawks to see if they can try to chip away at this game, see if they can make their way back into it. But right now, the Bears have the edge. So they're doing everything that they can to get their first victory of the season.
Once again, whether you're watching on X, Facebook, or YouTube, want to thank you for watching the Central Midwest Football League here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We will have all 4 of the home games for the Oklahoma Bears, looking to get their first win of this 2026 season as they are rolling here in the 2nd half. Trips to the bottom of your screen now. McDaniel under center for Wichita. Man in motion. takes the snap, goes to the running back, and then he's able to get maybe two. Looks like he's going to get back to struggle to get to the original line of scrimmage here.
Right, just nothing doing. Another good job, again, by the defensive line. Just great penetration by the linebackers. Just stuffing these holes every time, not giving any space to the Skyhawks.
So Skyhawks are in a position that the Bears were in week 1. They were down 12-0, as were the Bears against the St. Joe Bucks, and then came back, made an effort out of it, but then the Bears have turned on the afterburners here in the early stages of the third.
There is a lot of time left in this ball game, but said they're just doing a really good job on the defensive end, but leave it up to McDaniel to see if he can get this offense going.
So 5-step drop under pressure. He gets rid of it, but his arm is hit. And then he is out of bounds at the 20. They're going to say he caught it right there on the borderline of the red zone.
Nice little hitch route, but good job by the quarterback getting that ball out of his hands, but just not a lot gained on that one. That's a nice completion.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. They got to get this to the 28-yard line in order for Wichita to maintain momentum on this current drive.
Right. This is a detrimental 3rd down. We'll see if they can get their way just a little bit close to this marker, but Bears will look to try to see if they can get this ball back.
So Bears up 18, their largest lead of the game. They were up 16-0 before it got trimmed down to 4 after those 2 touchdowns in the second quarter by Wichita. Trips at the bottom of your screen here. 4 receivers set. McDaniel under center in the shotgun. He goes 3-step drop, gets rid of it, throws all the way downfield. Oh, Butterfingers!
Oh. And I'm not going to sit here, and talk mess about defensive backs and why they play that position. But, I mean, just great job by the defensive back to find himself in the perfect position for the interception. Just unable to come along with that one.
Dwan Price on the OSN replay. Great effort to break up the pass, and it's going to be a punting situation for the Skyhawks down 18.
Just a great read right there, Mike. I mean, you just can't ask for better coverage. I know he wishes he can come up with that interception. I said something to celebrate, but it's a great coverage nonetheless.
Well, in order to be able to get the ball back, you got to be able to have the pass break up. So regardless of whether or not it was the interception, I mean, you're getting the ball back up 18, and I expect the Bears and Coach Kevin Cox to try to hammer the throttle down to try to extend this out to maybe 3 possessions or more.
No doubt.
4 possessions, really, because they are up 18.
Said not a lot of great punts by the punter thus far. Barely gets this one off.
Yeah, that was almost blocked as it goes down at the 35-yard line. And it's going to be down at the 36.
Fortunate for him, he's able to get that one off. But like you said, Mike, almost blocked. Said able to get the Bears, like I said, right probably about the 40-yard line.
Looks like the Oklahoma Bears special teams unit may have gotten a club on the arm there as the punt was getting let off. So we'll keep it here. Both teams are just getting ready to come out of the huddle on special teams. As you start to see the pink cotton candy skies of a sunset here. Oklahoma Bears will have the football at the 36. Garrett Griffith fumbles the ball again, and he's going to lose yardage. So clock will continue to tick down here. That's not an ideal situation if you're the Oklahoma Bears, but, things happen, and that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Right. So they're going to put the ball, after the loss of yardage on the fumble, closer to the 48 or 49-yard line. Okay, no, that is my mistake. It's going to remain at the 43. But 4 receiver set nonetheless trips to the top of the formation. They go back to Devin White here after, that's Griffith again. Another high snap. One's arms it, and that's Danny Knighton. Danny Knighton on his feet. He's going to be down at the 36-yard line. And that was so close to disaster once again on the high snap. They have to get that quarterback center exchange down.
Good catch there by Knighton. Nice tough catch by Knighton, of course. Breaking free, get that first down.
Yeah, if Knighton breaks that one, that could have been another touchdown and really pushed this to a 4-possession game. But the Bears have to get the quarterback center exchange down if they're going to be able to build the momentum off their title run from 1 year ago. Trips again at the top of the screen. Great snap there. Griffith throws it. It's going to be caught here, and not much doing on that one. It's going to be 4th down coming up for the Bears.
That's a little quick release right there. Just not a lot of yards gained. Able to get that ball out for the quick. I said almost a slant there.
It'll bring up 4th down for the Bears.
So this third quarter continuing to roll down and roll down and roll down. We do have it where it's just over 6 minutes left remaining here before we get to the fourth quarter of tonight's game, but almost sunset here. Beautiful sky. Oklahoma sunset's the best in the world. Looks like the offense is going to remain on the field here. 4 receivers set. Griffith takes the ball. 3-step drop. Throws it. They got hit as he was going to throw it. So Wichita is going to get the ball back as a turnover on downs, but someone definitely on the defensive line got a paw on the football as the trajectory of it was kind of winding like a tornado into the receiver's hands.
You say just enough of maybe a finger on that ball, able to kind of just throw the trajectory off that ball just a little bit, just kind of short of that first down marker, giving the Skyhawks just another chance to see if they can get a first down at least on this next drive. Like I said, the last couple of drives, just unable to get anything going.
So Skyhawks down 18 with an opportunity here midway through the third quarter to try to once again chop away at this lead. McDaniel going to have another opportunity here as Wichita will have the ball at the 27-yard line.
A little bit of time here.
Yeah, so this is known in semi-pro as the referee hustle. Just waiting to see what they're going to do. We don't really have this at any other level except semi-pro, where the officiating crew will kind of take over the game unintentionally.
I see. A little break right there for the players.
A little break right there for everyone, including the broadcasting crew. So 3-step drop. McDaniels has it tapped, and it's broken up there. Great pass breakup there from McDaniel by number 5, and that's Tyrone Elix there. But it definitely someone on the defensive line was able to get their hand on McDaniel's pass there as you see it on the OSN replay.
It may be an easy break right there for the Skyhawks. Able to kind of got lucky on that one. I said that could have been a turnover that could have been disastrous for this possession.
Second down upcoming here for the Bears as they continue to bring themselves to the line. Ball is going to be at the 28. Trips to the bottom of your screen wherever you're watching at. Snaps the ball. Throws it, and there's a catch and a reception made. He's got a lot of yardage here. Tackle that around the 45-yard line.
Great little reception right there.
Number 1, Gary Jovalet Jr., able to haul gas down the field, turning on the afterburners, and just gets it to where.
Like you said, just great job by Jovalet showing just nice speed after that catch. Able to find just a nice little amount of space right there for that reception. Breaking free for a nice little gain there.
Just empty out the gas tank there to be able to get down to the 45, and a little bit of the afterburners there to kind of get some yardage there, help Wichita a little bit.
It's looking good out there, looking good.
Downfield throw.
And
that looks like it was intercepted.
Oh, another.
And they're going to say it's intercepted. Number 11 for the Oklahoma Bears there. Rayshawn Fletcher, 5'9", 175, gives the ball back to the defending champs.
Just a good job on that coverage right there by Fletcher, staying man-to-man. Just not giving up any space to that receiver, finding himself right underneath that pass. Said just great read. Giving the Bears the ball back, of course, but said just good stance by the Bears defense.
So from one great offensive play to where the receiver was able to turn the gas on to be able to get some distance, and then you had the defensive back there able to turn on his afterburners and just speed everywhere, ultimately favoring the Bears as they take over with an 18-point lead.
Just a small glimpse of hope there for the Skyhawks. Just unable to finish that one off, but just a great opportunity made right there by the defensive back.
From the 30-yard line. And hit in the backfield immediately. Great sack made there by number 2 for the Wichita Skyhawks. Nothing going by Javonte Stewart.
Good stop there by Stewart as well. Stopping that running back dead in the backfield for the loss.
So this is going to be second and at least 15. They have it at the 25-yard line for now. Loss of 5 on the sack by Javonte Stewart. So officially sunset time here, 5 minutes after 8 in the Central Time Zone here in Oklahoma City. Second down and 15. Great pursuit by Stewart to try to get Wichita to get the ball back. And another high snap, but gets rid of it. Drops the ball. It's going to be incomplete.
Just that high snap kind of affecting the timing of that flare screen just by the quarterback, throwing him off just a little bit. I said sometimes that can be all about the timing, and I said just a little bit too high on that snap.
Everett Davis, number 8, throws his hands up in frustration as it's third down and 15 here, and it's just the level of frustration for the Bears. I feel like they think they should be out further than an 18-point lead, but again, it's the early season jitters, and when you don't have any preseason games, mistakes can happen.
Well, it takes execution, Mike, and that's what I said. You're in a position right there where, that's kind of one of those plays that you can kind of do in your sleep, but want to have that one back. But this is the time that you practice those.
Griffin rolling out. Still hasn't thrown it. Trying to direct his receiver, and that one is incomplete again. Just nothing going for this Bears offense, and they're going to look here to maybe have to punt the ball back. And they get a break against a roughing the quarterback penalty by the Skyhawks. That's going to be an automatic first down.
Just a little bit too much on the quarterback there. So fortunately for the Bears, able to keep that one after the incompletion.
Skyhawks cannot afford to have penalties being down 3 possessions.
Right. So they're doing a good job until that penalty. Now, giving the Bears a second life.
Giving the Bears a second life, first down at the 40-yard line. Dual twins here on the receiver set formation. Another high snap, but they do go with the run here, going to be a gain of 2. And I tell you, this is just a thing, Gordy, where the high snap has really prevented the Bears from, I think, extending this lead further than what it could have been already tonight.
We've seen a few different plays, Mike, like you say, where it's affected, just the opportunity for this Bears to kind of put some more points or some more yardage on the board. But like you said, it's just one of these games. It's like I said, a second game of the season, so it's kind of when you kind of knock some of these rests off just a little bit. Something you'll have to change going into this next ball game.
They go with the pitch here, trying to break it open, and then it gets down to around the 45-yard line. Run made by Monte Thomas, number 6.
Another flag on the field, Mike.
So definitely not what you want to see in the late stages of the second half here.
Yeah, you'll get that. Second half, of course. Instead of this long ball game, you'll have mistakes like that.
Looks like this one could be against the Bears.
It'll be coming back.
Yeah, so a hold against the Oklahoma Bears, and then that's going to force them to get more yardage as the ball is being respotted at the 30-yard line. Clock continuing to move here in the latter phases of the third quarter, right at around 3 minutes remaining.
Bears got to be smart here, try to take advantage of their opportunity since they have the ball back, trying to keep the ball out of the Skyhawks' hands where they're looking to try to chip into this lead.
Griffin throws it, pass complete, stays on his feet, able to get down to the 45-yard line. Great pitch and catch there, reception made to get down for what will be close to the original line of scrimmage.
So we got a player down on the field after that nice reception. We'll have to take a timeout here. Like
luckily, he was able to hop back
right.
up, so maybe not having to take a full injury timeout. So that's always a good thing.
Maybe a little cramped right there, but I said, unfortunate. Good job for that player to get up.
Well, and that's one of those things, Gordy, with the weather being as perfect as it is. If this was something August, September, and it was 85, 95 degrees, if it was like a slight cramp, the heat could have exacerbated.
No
but
doubt.
it's the advantage of just playing in this beautiful weather we got.
Right.
So from the 45-yard line, they have to get it to midfield at 3rd down and 5. 4 receivers set. Griffith under center takes the ball. He goes 5-step drop. He's going to run back up, nearly gets sacked, stays on his feet, still on his feet, able to get down to the 47.
Nice little quick feet right there by the quarterback. Almost brought him down a few times, but I said able to use that decisiveness, just like I said, some quick motion.
You know, when I was growing up, they used to have this toy called the Skip It. And basically what it would be, you just jump. It looked like something that was wrapped around your leg, and you would jump, and then you would skip.
I remember.
It's almost like a jump rope that you would use on your ankle. And so he kind of ran around like he had to skip it on his ankles.
No doubt.
And so 4th down and 3 coming up here. Have to get the midfield. They have the offense on the field. Griffith still under center in the shotgun. Awaiting the call from Coach Cox.
Like
they call a timeout here, and we'll take one with them. 4th and 3 when we get back. You're watching Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Three generations, one mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
4th down and 3 here. 30 for the Oklahoma Bears tonight through 3 quarters. Wichita Skyhawks with 12 from both of their touchdowns in the second quarter. Mike Stewart with Gordy Jones here. Want to thank you for watching from Robert Kalsu Stadium here in Del City, Oklahoma. Home of the Del City Eagles. As Garrett Griffith is under center, and they're going to go for this one. 4th down, throws it, and there is nowhere in particular. Pass falls incomplete. Skyhawks will take over on downs.
Just a little bit too high, a little bit too much zip on that one, of course. Just over that right shoulder of the receiver. Said trying to get that ball out quickly. Said just a little bit too high, just a little bit released.
So down 13 in the latter stages of the third quarter here, right around a minute or so remaining. And this is going to be one of those things where Wichita is going to try to chip back into this one as time is running out for them to try to keep this competitive. From the 47-yard line, players and personnel kind of coming out of the huddle right now here. Best field position of the quarter at this point to start a drive. 4 receivers set this time. McDaniel under center in the shotgun. That's not McDaniel. They have changed quarterbacks, and he's sacked anyway. There's a fumble. And they go and they scoop this, and it goes all the way down to the 20. So the man under center for Wichita, it was not McDaniel, it was number 18, Devontae Ferris. And the Bears recover in a big disaster as a result of switching the quarterback.
Just the wrong time. Just unfortunate, again, for the Skyhawks, but a great job, of course, by the Bears defense, getting that ball back on that fumble.
You go from McDaniel to Devontae Ferris, and then the first time under center,
right,
he just fumbles the ball, and it could not go any worse for Wichita.
Unfortunate. Just like I said, just a bad time for this to happen. Of course, we've just seen some bad snaps throughout the evening. I said right as the quarterback change happened, first play of the game for that quarterback. Just an unfortunate call there.
So now the ball's at the 18-yard line. The Oklahoma Bears with another major defensive play, able to take advantage of the change in of the quarterback under center, and it could not have went any worse for Wichita. And we may be looking at the dagger here before we get to the fourth quarter.
Right, just getting the Bears getting the Bears right back on the field exactly where they wanted to be. And you'll see the carry here.
Carry good for a couple of yards, going to bring it down to the 16-yard line. They go back to Adias McDonald. He's going to bring this down. Gain of a couple. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Yeah, Navante Ferris with the football, and don't know if it was happy feet or just nerves or a combination of the two, but not able to secure the ball, and then it just gets hit like a volleyball down further into their own side of the football field.
Just a great bounce for the Bears defense, of course. Like you said, Mike, just unfortunate for the quarterback.
4-receiver set this time. Devin White under center. He of 2 touchdowns already from quarterback keepers. Man in motion. Keeps the ball again, and he's going to get probably his 3rd touchdown. Not quite, as he stopped at the 2-yard line, but it definitely looked like he had a shot at getting it.
Almost, Mike. It's super close, but just another tough run by number 1. Said using those legs and that penetration, getting behind that offensive line, just making his way.
Bears looking to salt this one away in the latter stages of the third quarter. They go with the run into the end zone. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears.
They'll do it. Nice little handoff, just easy, not untouched. Like I said, just easy run right there into the end zone for the running back.
Monte Thomas gets the Bears on the board here, and it's going to extend the lead to 36-12 with David Goodson, Legatron's extra point upcoming. So now with the sunset, you get to see the lights of the celebration here at Kalsu Stadium. Legatron trying to chip this one in to extend it to 37-12. Kick is up, and it's good. So 37-12, Bears lead over the Wichita Skyhawks as they look to close in on their first win, getting down to the latter stages of the third quarter. You're watching CMFL football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Come on down to Black Bear Diner for Cubs Book Night. Starting at 6 p.m., a meet and greet with biscuits and make new friends. Cubs Book Night is a place to be your own Cub Bear. Interactive story time, coloring, balloons, food, and more. Story time comes alive with an animated version of your favorite story. Remember, the third Friday of every month starting at 6 p.m., located at Black Bear Diner, 3015 West Memorial Road, Oklahoma City. Visit any of our Oklahoma locations, Quail Springs, Moore, or Tulsa.
Our drive summary brought to you by our title sponsor, Next Level Roofing. Oklahoma's most trusted roofing professionals at 405-252-9734. Monte Thomas, a goal line touchdown run to extend this lead to 37-12, and the Bears are cooking with gas, Gordy.
I mean, just doing a phenomenal job on the offensive end, of course, throughout the evening. But on that last drive, I said just great job by the quarterback and, of course, by the running back to finish that off. But credit to the Bears defense, able to create that fumble recovery, putting the Bears in perfect position to inch this lead out just a little bit more.
So less than 20 seconds remaining here before we go to the fourth quarter, and Skyhawks will have the ball on this latest drive starting at the 16-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Wichita at the 16-yard line.
Skyhawks in the huddle here, and they have to really seriously make an effort here to try to start getting away from this one and try to do something to get momentum back, or else this game is going to be lost.
Right. Huge gap right now. Finding themselves down by quite a bit. Just a few seconds left in this third quarter, but a lot of time left in this ball game.
Trips at the bottom of the screen. They throw it, and then able to get a reception here. Gets out past the 20-yard line, gets it down to the 25, and the reception was made by number 4 for the Skyhawks, Myreek Goodwin-Legree, who had the first touchdown of the evening, and 1 of 2 for Wichita.
Nice quick little read right there by McDaniel, able to get that ball off almost to the first down marker, but said just a little bit shy. We'll see.
End of 3 here at Calsu Stadium in Del City, Oklahoma. Oklahoma Bears 37, Wichita Skyhawks 12. We will be back with the fourth quarter live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Three generations, one mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, third generation roofer you can trust.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
Start of the fourth quarter brought to you by Next Level Roofing, Oklahoma's most trusted roofing professionals at 405-252-9734. Oklahoma Bears up on the Wichita Skyhawks 37-12, a 25-point lead for the 2025 CMFL champions. Entering the fourth quarter, Mike Stewart, Gordy Jones here, along with Eric Sherem, the OSN CEO, producing tonight's game. I want to thank everybody watching it wherever you may be, as I know the WrestleMania Night 1 main event is about to take place between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. So a big run here for the Skyhawks, and they are able to get it down to the 35-yard line. That was ran by someone that I haven't seen much of the evening. Number 88 here, Malachi Naps-Motley.
Right, nice little carry on the draw play by Naps-Motley, staying on his feet after that first initial tackle. I said nice balance shown there by that back. I said getting almost close to the first down marker for the Skyhawks.
So from the 35, Wichita will have third down and 1. They just have to get to 36 here to maintain momentum on this drive to start the fourth quarter. McDaniel rolls out, throws it downfield, and he's able to get it. Looks like he may have caught it in bounds.
Looks like he's got it.
So they are going to move the chains here, it appears. First down, Wichita.
Nice athleticism shown there by number 5. On that little spin move, but I said even better pass for the quarterback to get that over that right shoulder.
Kelvin Salisbury able to keep the drive alive for the Skyhawks, and being down 25 points in this fourth quarter, they need every inch of momentum that they can muster to try to make this a game again. Once again, Wichita lost their home opener 1 week ago to the Kansas City Panthers 13-6. And the Bears trying to get on the right side of the win column here after they lost their season opener in Missouri against the St. Joe Bucks. Takes the snap. McDaniel throws it. It's caught. He gets hit immediately down at the 47.
Quick little pitch and catch again by the Skyhawks. Nice quick release by McDaniel, just like trying to do anything that he can to trying to get a little bit more inches on these drives.
Darius Harrison with the tackle for the Bears. Going to be second down here for the Skyhawks as the sun has completely set here in central Oklahoma.
Skyhawks looking to do anything they can to just make every possession that they can a positive one. So the best thing they can do is just try to keep the ball inside their hands and not turn this ball over.
So from the 48-yard line, it's still at the original line of scrimmage, second down and 10. Have to get this down to the 43-yard line of the Oklahoma Bears to keep the drive alive. So they go with a quick pass here, and he's got a lot of room, still running all the way down. And a second touchdown of the game for Wichita. Number 4, Myreek Goodwin-Legree, his second touchdown, but the third of the game for the Skyhawks.
What a carry, and what speed shown by McCree. I mean, like I said, the game is not over to him, and that's a good job and a great run, of course, finding that field and that open field to break free.
So the second offensive touchdown of the game, both by Legree, to go with the 52-yard strip and score by Devin Boltman. And Wichita is able to get their first points of the second half, pending how they want to do this extra point attempt.
Nice job by that running back, catching the Bears off guard just a little bit, but I wouldn't say they were asleep, but I don't think they were ready for quite the speed and the toughness that the running back showed on that carry.
So 37-18 here as we are ticking down in the fourth quarter. We're going to see what the Skyhawks want to do if they want to. It looks like the offense is coming out for two. So it's going to be a two-point conversion to try to bring this to 20 points. Trips to the top of your screen. McDaniel under center, shotgun formation. Throws it. The two-point conversion is good. And that conversion catch was made by number 1 for the Skyhawks, Gary Jovelet Jr.
What a nice little tough snatch on that one, Mike.
Able to just jump up, get as high as he could, and grab the football. And that makes the game 37-20. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
So a 52-yard touchdown run that gets the Wichita Skyhawks a little bit closer in terms of momentum. Myreek Goodwin-Legree with his second offensive score of the game. And the second 52-yard touchdown after Devin Boltman's strip and run back for a score for Wichita. They're able to get the two-point conversion on a pass, and it's 37-20. Able to trim that 25-point lead down to 17.
Still a lot of time left in this game, Mike. 12 minutes and 47 seconds to be exact, but just enough time to see if the Skyhawks can try to chip away. If they can get a stop here by the Bears, they'll find themselves in great position.
So from the 27-yard line, the Bears run this back, and they get past the 40 down to the 43.
Good carry and great position on the field for the Bears to start off this drive with. Find themselves almost at the midfield mark.
Justin Johnson with the return for the 2025 CMFL champions as they go back out onto the field with just over 12 minutes remaining, hoping to maintain the distance to secure this first win of the 2026 season in the home opener. Officially spotted at the 44-yard line. Coach Cox looking to cook up some offensive wizardry here to try to get the Bears to extend this lead.
Looks like we'll get our starting quarterback back in the ball game at the moment.
3 receivers set, Garrett Griffith back here. And then they go straight with a fast run that's going to be deep into Skyhawks territory. Still running on his feet in the red zone. Still on his feet. Still running all the way down to the 10. Adias McDonald with his biggest run of the evening as you see it on the OSN replay.
I mean, just speed and power. Just a display of action right there on that one carry. You've seen what this running back has been doing this entire evening. Said just using a lot of decisive moves, just great vision.
They go back to McDonald, and he gets some more yardage, able to get it down to the 8-yard line.
Another good carry by McDonald. Just a nice, tough run. Good showing by this offensive line as well. Carrying this running back almost all the way to the red zone.
Hard running in the red zone. Hard running to the red zone.
Indeed.
So 2 great running plays for McDonald, and the Bears are looking to get a quick strike score as soon as the Skyhawks scored their 3rd touchdown of the evening.
This is exactly what the Bears wanted, especially for Coach Cox drawing up a really good amount of plays these last 2 play calls.
So from the 8-yard line, McDonald is not in the backfield at the moment.
Another quick draw.
They're going to continue with the running game. It gets down to around a 3.
Great play call again. Catching the defensive line off guard with that draw play.
So Monte Thomas, who had the last Oklahoma Bears touchdown, gets it down to the danger zone for the Skyhawks, who are having to defend against this nonstop running game. This is textbook Kevin Cox here. He's going to run and run and run until you exhaust out.
Right, and if I'm the Bears, I find myself in perfect position right in the red zone. I can take as much time as necessary to reach this end zone.
Adias McDonald back in the backfield. And they go to him. Quarterback keeps the ball. No, not really any gain on that one. It's still at the 3.
Just didn't really get a lot of help on that one by the offensive line, but I said on that little blitz play, he had all the defensive line manned up. So able to hit those gaps, enough penetration to stop that quarterback in the backfield. We'll have an injury on the timeout real quick.
Injury timeout. We'll take one with them. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. You're watching CMFL football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
So back live here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Bears coming back out with a 17-point lead, looking to extend this here as they are back at the 4-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and goal for the Bears.
2nd and goal, Adias McDonald in the backfield with 2 tremendous runs to get them in goal line positioning. They fake it to him, they throw it, and it just scrambles out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Try to use that quick slant on that read there, just a little bit too low for the receiver to snag that one in. Good play call.
So Skyhawks hoping to go bend but don't break here as they reduce the 25-point lead, which is the largest of the game for the Bears, down to 17. And still being a 3-possession game, the Bears looking to just leave no doubt here as we are in the final stages of the contest.
Right, good showing, of course, today by the Bears. Said able to get a lot of good things done on the offensive end. Same thing on the defensive end as well, but good job so far by the Skyhawk defense, able to keep the Bears out of the end zone.
And still a lot of time left, just over 10 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. McDonald takes the ball, runs, and again, nothing doing inside the 5-yard line.
Another good stop right there by the defensive line again. Nothing doing.
So 4th down here. 4th and goal from the 4.
Now this is a huge one coming up, Mike.
Well, and they're going to bring Legatron out because they can. Because when you have the best kicker in the CMFL,
right,
you use them.
Got to use those. Got to take advantage of those points. Like you say, I already have a 17-point lead. Want to do everything you can to just keep this a 3-score game.
And this is a chip shot for Legatron. I don't expect him, unless Skyhawk special teams unit can come up with a surprise. So from 20 yards out, David Legatron gets it. Semi-pro veteran, been known to him from 40, 50 yards easily. Snap down, kick is up. And it's good. As you see the celebration lights go off here, Bears back up by 20 points. It's 40-20 with just over 10 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football live on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Title sponsor, Next Level Roofing. Give them a call today, 405-252-9734. A 20-yard field goal by David Legatron Goodson, and it's 40-20. Bears lead double up over the Skyhawks. Caught at the 10, going to return this football down. It will get some distance going on this down to around the 25-yard line before what appears to be the return finally ending. Once again, Mike Stewart here on Play-by-Play with Gordy Jones running color and camera, and Oklahoma Sports Network CEO Eric Sherm running the production for tonight's game. We want to thank everybody, whether you're watching on X, Facebook, YouTube. If you got the OSN app, the OSN app is free. You'll want to watch that with all the schools that OSN has when high school football toots up in September. Be able to watch the 20-time state champions, Carl Albert Titans. You can watch all the Lawton schools. You'll be able to watch schools like Cache and Elgin, and then also schools in the metro like Bethany. Be sure to download the OSN app. It's free, and then the games are free. You won't want to miss out as we come up to the 2026 high school football season that will start up in September.
I'm excited, Mike.
And you can, of course, catch the Dell City Eagles here, Colton Fleetwood, the head play-by-play guy. And you may even hear me if he has to go on vacation, because me and Gordy worked the Dell City homecoming game between Tulsa Rogers and the Eagles, as the Eagles were able to coast in that one here.
It's going to be a great season, especially in the 5A district. We got some great
And we got a fumble that may be recovered by the Bears. Just a fumble-rooski there, and when it rains, it pours, Gordy.
If it is, it'll be perfect timing for the Bears. Like you say, when it rains, it pours.
So Wichita retains possession at the 21-yard line, and that could have went very awry.
Lucky for the Skyhawks on this possession, but still find themselves down by 20 points. So they just can't give up any opportunity to keep possession of this game.
Looking to be a long bus ride back to I-35.
It definitely will. I said just a good showing thus far for the Bears, trying to get their first one. They can close this one out, but look for the Wildcats to see if they can try to put some points on the board before the exit.
4 receivers set, double twins here in the formation with McDaniel under center. 5-step drop, throws it. He may have had his arm hit, interception from the 35, and then he gets it inside the 20 before he's knocked down at the 21.
Great job. Not sure who got a hand on that ball right there, but great job by the defensive back coming up with that interception and that return. Nice 10-yard return as well after the catch.
Rayshawn Fletcher looked to have the pick for the Bears. Gets them down close to the red zone once again.
What a read by Fletcher. Seemed like that ball may have stayed in the air forever. But I said able to get himself underneath that ball for the interception.
Well, the ball stayed in the air forever because it looked like McDaniel's arm was hit when he released it. Right. So it kind of swirled it up in the air a little bit. And then just a perfect play for this Oklahoma Bears defense, which is starting to get stingier as the game is continuing to tick down here in the late stages of the fourth quarter. Not necessarily the late stages of the fourth quarter yet, but it can feel like it with the lead.
They had some great opportunities and some great turnovers this second half, Mike. Said just doing really a good job of making good reads, and said just getting the Skyhawks just off a little bit.
Officially at the 16-yard line. And then we have the offense slowly rolling back out here. We have a timeout. So we will take a timeout with them. Bears doubled up 40-20, looking to score yet again. You're watching CMFL Week 2 action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
At Black Bear Diner, Bear's Choice is breakfast served your way, now $10.99. Start with 2 eggs, pick from sweet cream pancakes, biscuits and gravy, and more. Add thick cut bacon or sausage. Big portions, big flavor, served all day.
Back here live on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Mike Stewart, Gordy Jones here calling the game for you. And even though they're doubled up, that interception makes it to where the Bears are looking to extend this.
Yeah.
And if they score this time around in the end zone, it will be officially their largest lead of the game, bringing it from 25 to 27.
And you said it earlier, Mike, this is the perfect opportunity for some of these players, like I said, to get some more practice in. Look for the coach to try to see if he can get some better play calling in.
So trips at the bottom of your screen here as we look to see Garrett Griffith try to get another one in the end zone. Another high snap. Throws it, able to run, and that was a great reception regardless by number 6, Monte Thomas. Had a touchdown already earlier tonight.
All right, just great screen call by the offensive play caller. Just great read, of course, by the quarterback, and a great reception by Thomas, getting enough yards on that first carry.
So down to the 12-yard line, that is officially a gain of 4. Second down and 6 as the offense gets ready to run another play here. Twins to the top of your screen. And another snap. They go with the running game, and it looks like it's going to be a Diaz McDonald still on his feet, and he gets down to around the 7-yard line before being knocked out of bounds.
McDonald being the aggressor right there, keeping those feet churning and those legs pumping. So getting that extra yardage on that carry almost for the first down.
Clock continuing to move here in the fourth quarter. Bears just looking to salt away whatever's left.
McDonald's just a good-looking running back there, Mike. So just great balance and, of course, great awareness.
As we get close to 6.5 minutes remaining here before we wrap this one up, Bears looking to coast in this second half to get their first win. Griffith, 3-step drop, throws it, interception, his third of the game. So not what you want from Garrett Griffith. It's been an up-and-down performance, to say the least, and Wichita will yet have another opportunity to try to trim this lead even further.
Bit of a misread right there on that pass by the quarterback. Said just probably didn't see that defensive back kind of undercut that route there. Said unfortunately threw it right to him. Said good turnover by the Skyhawks. They were able to get this ball back. Said just 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this ball game. We'll see if they can use some of this time to try to inch their way down the field for a scoring opportunity.
Still a 40-20 advantage for the defending 2025 Central Midwest Football League champions in their home opener here in Del City, Oklahoma.
Just really wasn't sure what Griffith may have seen on that one. I think he's probably just trying to get rid of the ball quick enough before he took the sack, but said it's a good job by the defensive back, able to get this interception for the Skyhawks.
So from the 20-yard line, the latest offensive drive here for the Skyhawks. Going to be extremely difficult for them to try and make up a 3-touchdown deficit in 6.5 minutes. A heavy run here, gets out to the 25. He's hitting men with his shoulder as he goes out of bounds.
Nice, tough little carry by the running back there.
Tremendous effort made for the Skyhawks. Number 29 there, able to run it out of bounds and just keep the ball with Wichita as this clock continues to move. Gain of 7 on that one.
It'll be 2nd and 3.
So now they have the ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Correction, it's the 27-yard line. They got to get to the 30. Or actually, it's 2nd and 2. So if they get to the 29, they will have another first down. That pass hit the ground, falls incomplete. Intended target on that one for the Skyhawks was number 5, Kevin Salisbury.
Try to get that quick screen going. Try to see if they can get that first down, but just a bad pass. Just a little bit too low for the receiver.
Once again, I want to thank our title sponsor here, Next Level Roofing. You can contact them at 405-252-9734. Can handle any roofing emergency. Doesn't necessarily have to go off a 9-to-5 schedule. 2nd and 2. Trips to the bottom of your screen for the Skyhawks. Throws it. Caught. First down, Wichita.
Pass complete for a first down.
Looks like number 1 there with the reception for the Skyhawks, able to haul that in, Gary Jovalette Jr.
Nice little quick pitch and catch for the first down. Again, find themselves in position, keeping this game alive.
But the drive is going towards the Bears' preferred pace.
No doubt. Exactly.
Because you're up 3 touchdowns, and it doesn't look like the Skyhawks are in a hurry.
No.
And
Quite a lot of time.
It looked like that the ball almost got stripped, but there's going to be a gain of roughly a yard. It'd be 3rd down and around 9 coming up.
Quick penetration. You said, Mike, almost let go of that one. Almost had a fumble. I said just good penetration again by the defensive line. But there's no hurry-up offense going. Skyhawks just kind of going through the motions, just trying to let that clock tick on.
So here in a couple of minutes, we're going to have to come up with the player of the game. The player of the game is brought to you by Williams Bail Bonds. Your connection back to the streets. You'll want to give Darius a call for all your bonding needs at 580-491-8087. And I have my mind on who I think should be the player of the game, just for what he's been able to do to break this game open.
No doubt.
And we'll talk about that here in a moment. Great reception there, great pass, able to shake off defenders, and he's gaining steam in Bears territory down to the 43-yard line. And who do you call when you need a big play for the Skyhawks? You call Myreek Goodwin-Legree. He of the only 2 touchdowns on offense for Wichita this evening.
Just been a showstopper tonight. One of the more dependent ones for the Skyhawk offense. Like you say, who do you call when you need a play? You call that young man. He's just doing a great job this evening. Set another great carry, getting that first down for the Skyhawks.
So in Bears territory here as the clock continues to move from the 43-yard line. Trips to the top of your screen now, bunch formation. Fumble, running back gets it, maybe he's going to lose yardage.
Definitely.
Because it was in the shotgun formation. The thing about being in a shotgun, you're back about 5-6 yards. So even if you gain yardage from where the quarterback originally was, you're still losing 1 to 2 yards.
No doubt. They're lucky to come back with that recovery after an unfortunate snap again for the Skyhawks. Said 2 steps forward, 2 steps back for this offense.
Just over 3 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. So for my player of the game, I am just going to go with Devin White. 3 touchdowns this evening. Every time they needed a score, he was just able to find a way to show up and show out.
Can't disagree at all. Nice sack there by the defensive tackle.
So Devin White, our Oklahoma Sports Network player of the game, once again brought to you by Williams Bail Bonds. Your connection back to the streets. Give Darius a call for all your bonding needs at 580-491-8087. And a big sack there. Skyhawks just losing momentum, losing pace, and about 3.5 minutes away from losing this game. 3rd down and long here, looking like it's around 3rd down and 17. They're going to have to get this football all the way down to the 34-yard line to keep the drive alive.
Just a tremendous tackle by that outside linebacker on that edge for that loss. Just a tremendous amount of speed shown by number 40.
We are at the 2-minute warning, so we're going to take one of our final commercial breaks of the evening. You're watching Oklahoma Bears football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Three generations, one mission, protecting Oklahoma homes. I know roofing because I've lived it my entire life. Next Level Roofing, 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
Back live on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Oklahoma Bears leading 40-20 over the Wichita Skyhawks. Want to thank everybody for watching here this evening. Mike Stewart and Gordy Jones bringing this action to you as the Bears are about to close in on a win in their 2026 Central Midwest Football League home opener. Be sure to join us on the 2nd of May. This is going to be the next home game for the Oklahoma Bears. Be sure to catch all of the action for all of the Bears home games on OSN all season long. Roll out here in Bears territory. So the Bears really turned up the heat here in the second half to extend this lead out, Gordy, and they just wanted to take care of business after that showing that wasn't real favorable against St. Joe's 1 week ago.
They just look so much more relaxed, this second half, of course. But that first half, you can tell that they had just a lot of momentum. Of course, I said by the interceptions that they were able to pull away, the Skyhawks, Bears were able to kind of, like I said, relax and get back into their mode. I said, like, not losing it and not giving up the ball and on turnovers on the offensive end. So just doing a really good job, making really decisive plays. Now they've been able to stretch this lead out, and they're going to kind of come away with their first win of the season. So it'll be great.
So the Oklahoma Sports Network, the exclusive home of your home games for the 2026 Oklahoma Bears season. Like I said, we will be back in action here for the next home game broadcast on May 2nd, which will be the next home game for the Oklahoma Bears. You'll get to hear me and Gordy again cover the defending champions. And after a setback in their opening game on the road in Missouri, this is exactly what the defending champions needed to be able to get 1-0 on the home games on the scoreboard.
Huge momentum shift. Of course, this will be great for team morale going into this next week.
So new quarterback under center here. They throw it, and Wichita still playing hard, able to get a lot of yardage here, getting down towards the 35-yard line, and about 2 yards shy of getting the first down.
Nice shifty little run right there, of course, by the running back. Great feet work.
Your Bears will take over 1st and 10.
So that was 4th down. It's really going to be a turnover for the Bears, and now they can get into the best formation in football, which is victory formation.
That is the best. So just great showing by the Bears this afternoon and this evening. Nice convincing victory, but great job by the defense and great showing by both quarterbacks and running backs as well.
So Cox getting ready to wrap this one up. The 2025 CMFL schedule, the 2026 CMFL schedule continuing to work its way through as we're just waiting for the teams to come out onto the field. Bears looking to salt this one away. So takes the knee here, and it's just a matter of it being elementary at this point, waiting for the time to salt away. One minute remaining here as the Bears are going to go 1-1. Wichita will fall to 0-2. And if you're Coach Cox, you couldn't ask for a better outcome. There's still some mistakes there being made, specifically with the center quarterback exchange. You would hate to see Griffith throw 3 picks in another game this season.
Right.
But this is a situation where you want to come in, you need to get the win, and you handled business. As we are wrapping up here, our final score from Robert Kalsu Stadium, the Oklahoma Bears defeat the Wichita Skyhawks by a final score of 40-20. We will take one final commercial break, and we will wrap things up here, ending the first home game for the 2025 CMFL champions in their first win of 2026. We'll be right back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Next Level Roofing, trust isn't a slogan. It's how I was raised. Roofing runs 3 generations deep in my family. It taught me hard work comes first, and trust comes from doing it right. Next Level Roofing. 3rd generation roofer you can trust.
So, final score, Oklahoma Bears defeat the Wichita Skyhawks 40-20. Devin White with 3 touchdowns. Your Oklahoma Sports Network Player of the Game brought to you by Williams Bail Bonds. Your connection back to the streets, and give Darius a call for all your bonding needs at 580-491-8087. We will be back 2 weeks from tonight for the second home game for your 2025 Central Midwest Football League champions. Gordy Jones, any final thoughts?
Man, I'm just really excited to see, the Bears up close and personal. Really, like I said, excited to see how this offense kind of got something going after, I said a tough loss last week. But, so a great job by both ends of the ball on the defensive end. Great job by the linebackers and the defensive line, defensive backs as well. Great job by the play calling by the offensive coordinator. And, of course, great showing by the offensive line. Great penetration, of course, shown, and great protection. But great job by both quarterbacks and the plethora and the roster of running backs that they had as well.
So for Gordy Jones and Oklahoma Sports Network CEO Eric Sherem, who produced tonight's game, I'm Mike Stewart. We will catch you back 2 weeks from tonight for the next home game here in the Oklahoma Bears, the 2025 Central Midwest Football League defending champions, live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Have a great evening.